Yeah.
All right, good night, guys. This is the Thinking Out Loud podcast. I'm here with Anita and Orleni, and they're not gonna talk over me tonight, so it's just me and you. You feel me?
Okay. All right, we're gonna try.
All right, so tonight we're gonna talk about wholeness, hoeing, and what's the big deal with hoeing. We're gonna talk about a lot of things, but we're gonna start there.
What is a hoe?
A
That's
hoe,
what I want to know.
A hoe in Brooklyn is, I'm gonna say in Brooklyn because this is where I reside, it's where I live, it's where I grew. It's like a girl that sleeps around, and I guess it ratios from like four guys a month or more. I don't really know what makes you a hoe.
Is it only a girl though? That's what I want to know.
No, men could be hoes.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the first thing is like men never get called hoes, and when they are,
They
they're
do
like
get
proud
called
of it. They're proud of it. They're like, yeah.
So why aren't girls proud of it?
But men usually get called hoes by other women that they consider hoes. So to them, it's like, she's a hoe. So it don't matter if she calls me a hoe.
Okay.
First of all, men are praised by having multiple partners a lot of times by
Who are
their
they
friends,
praised by?
by their friends, all that.
Who are guys? Because
Yeah.
guys have female friends too.
I mean, I guess it depends on the female friend that you have, like, but I know, like, it's like more praise between men, like, yeah, I got this girl, but with women, it's like, I slept with this guy and this guy, y'all gonna look at me like, ooh, oh.
Yeah, for men, it's like a notch in their belt. Like they
Yeah.
added another notch to their belt, so it's like rewarded. Like, not like high five, and like, oh, glorified, like, yo, you know. And then if women do it, it's like, oh, you know.
Only amongst
relax,
women, I think.
girl.
I think like for a woman, when you're telling a man, I mean, I think all women out there, you should only say you slept with 3 men at most. Even if you slept
How about
with
you just
30.
don't give your body count at
I
all?
mean, if they're
I
gonna
get annoyed
ask.
when somebody will ask for that, like my body count. I'm like, come on, we're grown.
And
Like,
then
I'm in my
you
30s.
You asking for their taxes, like. So you want to know
Yeah.
my body count? I want to know what you made last year. Like,
And they definitely ain't comfortable sharing that.
They're not gonna be comfortable about everything. So I think it's just like a person to person thing. Like I say for everything, but for me, a female being a hoe, it doesn't matter to me. I think what happens is we talked about this like on the first podcast. What happens is you have a female friend and you're a little bit worried that her wholeness might come out and entice your man or things of that nature. That might be a conflict of interest. But then you might have a male friend for the guys that's like, I don't trust that dude around my girl. It's not that you don't trust your girl. You know that he takes guys' girls. Like, he got a reputation too. So, I don't know if the wholeness or hoeing is a bad thing nowadays. I guess.
But if a guy knows that his male friend is a hoe, right?
He's not gonna give a shit.
He doesn't tell his
I won't say
like.
that's true.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't give a shit, and
If he
it's
had a
like
girl,
his
maybe.
whole friend is free to do what he want. He don't really check the friend. He's gonna check the girl and be like, "Yo, stay away from that dude."
Probably.
Okay.
But between them as friends,
You think he's gonna be like, "Yo, stay away from my shorty"? You think he's
Nah.
ever gonna say that?
he's never gonna say that.
I don't feel like he's gonna
tell
say
it to
that.
his shorty,
That's
not
what
his
I'm saying.
friend.
He's gonna tell his shorty like, "Yo, stay away from that dude.
Yeah.
I better not see you
with him.
with him or around him."
Same thing
So that's
for
what
the
I'm saying.
females.
Why do we always get checked?
Well, you were talking about your friends before that you had like, oh, you're like, what if I had a whole friend?
You ain't bringing her around, you said.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the same
like
thing. You just
But
like,
you wouldn't joke around with your whole friend like, "Yo, stay away from my man," or "Stay away from any dude that I bring around." Like, I feel like I'm comfortable enough to, like, I would say that.
you'll say that.
You
I feel
could,
like
but not
you're very
everybody.
comfortable saying anything out your
Yeah.
mouth, which is not a
Because
bad
I'm
thing.
still friends with this chick, so I feel like,
Yeah, like, yo, keep your hoeing ways away from mine. So I definitely get it. I'm like that with my friends too. Like, if you do some whole shit, only one time it bit
and I'm
me
not
in
trying to
the
put you
ass.
down if I say, like, if I throw that word around, like, "Yo,
I don't think it means
your
the
whole
same thing it used to
tendencies,"
be.
or like, whatever, joking around, like.
You know,
It
God-
depends too. Like sometimes girls they know they are like that and they just don't care, or it doesn't bother them.
I'm gonna be like, embrace it. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah,
not really
it's
gonna. If I say it, I'm not putting you down or anything. I'm like, yo, embrace it. Be careful, obviously, at all times, whether
be
you
safe.
consider yourself a hoe or not, or if
Be
somebody else
promiscuous
has
or-
ever, called you that or not.
I don't see the
you
problem
know.
as long as you're careful and you protect yourself and all that. I don't see. the
But
problem
what
with
I
it.
don't like is that dudes really be focused on that. Like,
Yeah.
if
And
a
it- 'cause it
girl's
matters to
labeled
them.
a hoe, it's like, yo,
It matters
don't
to
talk
them.
to shorty, or they're gonna tell their men like,
They want people's
nah,
approval, yeah.
nah, she's a hoe. Don't talk to
She
her.
got with the
It's like,
homie.
hold up, wait a minute, but you sloppy as hell, and you expect the most decent woman on, around to still talk to you.
I guess cause traditionally back in the days, the way women carried themselves, what a lot of men probably don't know is they were hoeing too. They
There's
was
hoes out
hoeing.
there today. We don't know we're hoes.
I mean,
Yeah, they were hoes in BC before Christ and all that. So I'm just saying, the thing is, it's gonna happen. You might wife a hoe, be married to one. I think it's
you never
how
know when
carry
you're wife and a hoe.
Some people don't even know that they are a hoe.
Because some people are
I'd be like, yo,
sloppy about it, and some are very discreet about it.
Yeah, so I guess like it's what the world sees. Because some people they'll date you or it's just seeing you, or even friends. They don't want to be friends with certain girls because they're worried about how they look amongst others. Because they're not really secure about how they carry themselves. See, because I could walk into the room with 30 hoes and ain't no guy gonna call me a hoe because what whole shit I did and show me my whole facts because I don't know where it's at. Like,
It's gonna be like, oh, but
Yeah.
you came in with these chicks. I was like, but what
So
that
what?
means?
I
Like,
mean-
right? Like that don't mean nothing.
I'm friends with a lot of different types of people. Well, you know, I associate myself with a lot of different types of people. So does your wholeness delete? Like after certain years of being a quote unquote
Oh, if like you're a good girl for a little bit.
born again.
Yeah, if
virgin.
you like, you know, yeah, born again.
I mean, I had 3 years of no sex with a man, and I felt like, does that make me, you know, born again virgin? I don't question it for me personally.
Well, I don't want to call it
I
all the
don't
way
believe
like
in
born
that.
again virgin, but like, okay, boom, you go through a stage in your life where maybe you slip around, you acted a little crazy or whatever. Everybody kind of goes through that stage,
really
you
do.
know.
You do
I've
it
been
young
through
or
that.
old.
If
yeah.
you're sexually active, if you're not a virgin, I feel like you go through that stage where you have your little whole phase. I'm gonna call it. You
Especially
know,
after a bad breakup.
When you're young, you home, and I guess when you're older, you being a cougar. Is that what it is? When
no,
they
because
sleeping around with
even
the-
you could maybe you didn't lose your virginity till like you got older, and then
you're
maybe
30.
you
Some
like
women do
you
that.
know
Oh, yeah.
maybe you experimented very slowly, and then maybe there just comes a point in your life where you're like, I'm gonna go through my whole phase because
At
like
50,
you know,
50-year-old.
Those late bloomers are the worst.
late
They're the
bloomers,
worst.
or it could
They're
be
like, I
like
gotta
you
catch
said
up.
when you're like young or whatever. But exactly, should people like from your past like keep haunting you and
Yes,
like
it's
keep
fun.
bringing up like
being petty.
yo, she used to do this. It's like, yeah, but she don't
calling
do it no
niggas in.
more.
I'm calling people in
I don't give
other
a fuck what
states.
anybody
Hello,
does.
your girl's a hoe. I just want you to know.
Exactly. People really be acting like that. They're like, yo, shorty thinks she moved to another state and she's gonna be like acting like she
You can't
Oh,
move
she's
to
starting
LA.
over.
Wholeness delete.
acting like
Starting over.
yeah.
He's starting over.
Yeah, she trying to start a new life. Like, nah, I'm gonna call them homies in the next town, and I'm gonna let them know.
When I'm ready to change
or
my
if she
stripes.
was a stripper here in New York,
Did
she
I
can't leave
reset
this.
when I came here? Did I reset when I came to
You
New
tell
York?
us, is that a reset?
I don't know. Nobody knew about my past, so I can really
So
make
it's a
up whatever
reset,
I
right? You
wanted.
can make up whatever you
But
want.
how
Yeah.
you feel? I mean, how you feel within yourself is what matters.
Yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
like, in my opinion, you should live your life like you're on this TV screen because when somebody tunes into you, somebody might just dig really freaking deep. People got that kind of time.
I mean, in today's society, you don't gotta dig too deep because it's all out there
not
on
everything.
social media,
If you
whatever.
put it out there, people
you
be
put it
wanting
out
to
No,
put
I'm
it
just
out
saying,
there.
maybe something you text someone
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago.
Sexting.
That's
So?
what I'm saying. That
I
guy
was
wants to
sexting.
show it around or post it somewhere and be like, okay, what's happening with all these like famous people when
You know how I feel about that, honestly? Like, I think if that ever happens, let's say I got some kind of celebrity, right?
yeah, you
And
get to a certain status
and,
in your
yeah,
life
and
and they
those
want to
pictures
bring
are
out
out
the
there.
old.
Your whole family.
I wouldn't want people to see it, right? But at the end of the day, like, I got all the same parts as the rest of the women. Like, if I'm good with my body, if I'm comfortable with my body, like, I don't want my shit out there, right? But like, if it did leak, I'd be like, all right, so what?
Where the sex tape leak or your sex facts?
Like, no, like a nude or something like that.
Oh, a new
Oh,
picture
So you would
that
send
you
a nude
send.
to a guy that you're in a relationship with. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah, because
cool.
if you've done it in the past, you can't go back in the past and
If
Oh,
we're
erase
not,
it.
if we're not
I've
serious,
never
I'll
taken a
cut off
nude.
my face sometimes if we're not serious.
I've never taken
But it could be
one.
like sexting.
picky
What if
now.
he kept like the text messages?
I mean, everyone does that.
And next thing you know, he's like, "Oh, look what she
talking
said."
dirty. But I
I'm
mean,
like, "But who cares? I
could
did
talk
it."
I don't
dirty.
care about that. I
But,
don't care.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, but who cares? But people take pleasure in like blowing it up, and it's like, but
Yeah.
who cares? I'm
the
an
person
adult.
you're dealing with might care. So that's you have to know who you're dealing with and what they like and what you can, you know.
But like I say, sometimes you go through that phase.
So
And
are you-
now I grew up.
I'm
Now
more
I'm
picky
different.
now about who I
Now,
send that shit
now
to.
let's say you found the guy and y'all about to get married, and
Are
here
we-
comes somebody from the past trying to
Are we telling
sabotage
them?
your shit.
Are
My
we telling them? Are we telling these? our new partner.
You just said you don't need to tell him.
That
You tell
was
him
my
you
hit.
I don't tell
you,
shit.
Yo, you tell him you had three
You're
bodies.
asking for
That's
I'm
it.
not even telling that. I'm giving other women advice.
Nah, you don't.
Steve Harvey said that. I don't know if he be creeping on the low.
But I feel
don't
like
know
a
about
guy
him,
would
but-
know that's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie. It's like I'm 30 something
But
years
my
old.
thing is,
But
are you
guys
asking?
multiply it anyways. They do their
You
own
should.
math.
You should.
They do their own division.
should.
their
My
own
thing is
division.
like, I'm 30 years old. Like, if first of all, I'm not gonna say my body count.
At this point, we
but
shouldn't
if
be
you,
worried about
if someone
numbers.
comes from like, yes, I'm saying that's true. But if someone comes from my past with some nudes or some videos, whatever, I'm gonna look at my man and be like, I had a past before you. I fucked other people before you. I dated other people before you. So I don't know what you expect. Like something like that may pop up. That's why when I start dating someone new, I tell them, listen, we just started dating, so no one knows I have somebody yet. So sometimes I might get hit up by someone from my past. I'm gonna let them know I have somebody and keep it moving. But I'm just gonna be open with you that there are men from my past that might pop up sometimes.
Ooh.
okay.
Do you let people search your phones?
No.
I don't really care because I don't be like I'm not slow with it. Like with technology and like I thought that I was young, but I realized that that little finger tap, I sleep like a dead person. You take my finger, you're in my phone.
Does that even work?
It works. My little finger be like,
If somebody's
But if
sleeping, you
you-
can actually use their finger.
yo, all right, boom.
But
My
if you're
phone's locked
dating
right
someone
now.
who wants to go through your phone
That
when you're
shit should
asleep,
read your pulse.
Listen,
Be like, nah, that bitch is
Word.
sleeping
I'm
right
sleeping
now.
like this because I like to sleep like I'm sexy and shit. You take my phone, you like this, you swipe it
Yo,
on my
that phone should
thumb.
be smart enough to
you
know you're
swipe it on my
sleeping.
thumb. It's like it's open. Like
I'm gonna need them to upgrade that. That phone needs to know you're
Well,
sleeping.
my thing is,
that's why it's a face thing now, and it's even worse.
Oh, no,
You
I have that
sleeping,
on my
bang.
phone.
It's over.
The
well, you have to have your
face
eyes open. You
recognition.
have to have your iris
Exactly.
showing. Yeah.
Oh, lit.
No, but
That's
what I'm
what's
saying
up.
is if you're dating someone who wants to open your phone and sneaky like that while you're sleeping, like I don't want to be with you anyway, to be honest.
We
'Cause
all say
then-
that, but then
No, I've never done that, but that tells me you're suspicious that I'm hiding something or like I
you
got
don't want to
something
be with me
going
because
on.
I'm suspicious of you. That's
Yeah, you should
Okay, I
have
don't want to
trust.
call it suspicious. You know what I'm gonna call it? They have trust issues.
we all have trust issues. We're all
So,
broken.
But I would never go through my man's
I'm
phone.
definitely not going to date someone that is that a requirement? Like I need to be able to go to through your phone whenever I feel like it.
No, I should
If-
be secure enough
No, I'm
in a
just saying
relationship.
if a man was to say
Okay.
that, then I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, no, we're not doing this.
I
Yeah.
think what happens is you set the tone in the beginning of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is you come into a relationship or friendship, because yo, believe it or not, your friends will go through your phone. I'm like, damn.
She took a breath.
I do have some friends that like to
They
prank.
nosy.
They like to use my phone to text other
They're
people.
freaking nosy,
Oh,
but they,
so-
they use any tactic.
You
to be
never know. They
nosy.
might go through your photos real quick. You never know.
Right. So
So you better have it in that hidden locked folder.
I had that.
No, I have that. That's why it's there.
So,
yeah.
But the point I'm trying to make is you can go through that and you say that you're not going to deal with it and you're already in love and this person got this new. The thing about you, you're a human. You're going to change throughout the rest of your life. You're not going to stay the same. So you don't
Look at
know
me.
how you're going to be later or how your spouse is going to be later. Sometimes you probably never even notice that your phone was always unlocked and all of a sudden you want to lock it now. Maybe you want to propose to the person you with, but now you got to lock it because you got to keep secrets because now you texting their friends and you're setting this up. Now you look suspicious. Now this person's jealousy side might come out. I'm just giving you scenarios. It's not necessarily like, yo, I'm insecure. I need to go through your phone.
But like you said, you set the tone at the beginning of the relationship.
Right.
So if you let them do it at the beginning of the relationship, you can't just then mid-relationship be like, oh, nah, you can't go through it now.
Well, you got to bop them on the head like Will did
So-
Jada.
So you set the tone for the beginning. So if it's gonna be no, we're not gonna check each other's phones, that gotta be the rule from the beginning. I don't feel like you can switch it
I think there should be
mid-relationship.
privacy
I feel like
in
rules should be
relationship.
are meant to
I
be
like my
broken.
privacy
Yeah.
Everything has an exception.
because you know what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, everything has an exception. but
Sometimes
you
people get too
know-
comfortable looking through your shit. And I'm like, oh, hey, listen, I need some kind of like wall.
Boundaries.
Boundaries.
But some relationships don't have boundaries. And then some
not me.
women, I have had friends and they're like going through their man's phone and then when they do it to them, like, yo, he's always going through my phone. Are you telling me when you go through his too? Because you ain't telling me that part. You're telling me he's insecure, but you're not telling me about
But that's
your
what I'm
part.
trying to say. So when that woman goes through that man's phone,
Mm-hmm.
two things are gonna happen.
She's not going
She's
to leave.
either going to find something
Uh-huh.
that she's not gonna like, or you're not gonna find anything, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, good.
or you're gonna really try to find something
But when
to
you
where it's nothing.
no, but when you do find something, whatever it is, now you gotta either address it or just be mad.
Well, here's the thing. a long time ago, I used to never go through a guy's phone. So I'm not taking up for the women that go through phones, but I know what brought me to that stage. So I'm gonna give my story really quick in little dots. So I never went through his phone. He was comfortable. That's why he didn't have a lock on his phone, obviously, because he's dealing with a girl who doesn't go through his phone. Happens one day, I guess, during his escapade of cheatings. I've never even noticed because I never even look at that phone as something I need to worry about. I figured you
Right.
show everything here. I think I'm studying you, which I should have been studying myself, but I was studying him. So I was like, you cannot mess me up with that. I'm going to know you. So yes, he was giving little hints that something was a little off, but I had no evidence. One morning, I went to take the phone, and a good morning, babe text pop up. I'm your only fucking babe. Your mom can't call you
You're like,
babe.
who's calling you, babe?
I'm not even asking that. So I go through the phone because there's no reason for it to be a lock. I didn't even assume that he did or did not have a lock. I know I never went through this guy's phone, so he's not going to really, like, why would he do it? And he really didn't do it. So I went, and I'm like, oh, he's got I love yous, and he got a whole nother relationship.
Wow, yeah.
So, of course, I'm crushed in that moment, but I asked myself, yo, I got to be ready to leave.
But that's what I'm
Reality
saying.
set it instantly.
You gotta be ready. When you
was
find something, it's like, okay, you're gonna find it, and it's like, all right, I gotta be ready to go. Or what? You gonna stay?
I mean, I was ready to
And
leave,
he's
but I
just
didn't
gonna do it
stay
again.
on. I could admit I played a fool at one point. I mean, obviously that's why I'm a little wiser now. But you know, in that day I left, I was like, yo, I was calm about it. I mean, I asked who she was, but I already know the answer. And his face told me everything I need to know.
Okay, yeah.
So
I
go
have
through your phone
no.
is
I have a
bad,
story now. You just reminded me. I actually did do it one time.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. So I was
The
dating this
exception.
guy, and we were kind of like good, but we had like an incident. I remember one time where this girl came in and like we were eating at a restaurant, and she came in like, oh fuck, you're trying to pretend like you don't know me, blah blah blah. So it was some girl, right, that we kept having problems with throughout the relationship. Like she would just
Oh,
pop
the
up
same
randomly.
person keeps showing
Yeah.
up.
So, mind you, like, we're sitting on the couch watching TV one day, and I'm talking to him, and he's, like, ignoring me. He's snapping at me. He's doing all the things that, like, are telltale signs that, like, you're paying attention to someone else, and you're just aggravated with me. So, he's, like, all in his phone, and he's like, I'm going to go take a shower because we were not going to hang out later that day. He had plans to go do something with friends, right? So, I'm like, okay. So he puts his phone down next to me. Mind you, I never go through the phone. I don't know if he played me for a fool or
Patterns.
what. So he went to take a shower, and I'm like, all right. So I hear the phone going off, but you can't see it on his home screen. He has to set up that way.
Smart guy. I like him.
He wasn't so smart, though, because he had a password on his phone, and the first thing that I tried was his password.
Well, because you know him, that's not his fault that you over there studying him when he's studying himself.
But it was like his music name or whatever.
Okay.
So
You think men are smart enough that he planted there on purpose? Because men don't like to break up with women. You think he planted it there like, fuck it, I'm gonna let her find that
I'ma
shit
need
and
you
she
to
gonna break
say
up
that
with me.
again.
might
Men
be
don't
right.
like to break up with women.
Thank you.
Okay, so you
might
think he
be right.
planted it there like, fuck it, I'm gonna let her get mad at me and break up with me?
he always left his phone around. Like, he was always really, like, whatever with it because he never suspected
Because if
that I
you
would do
found
it.
it, you found it. And if you didn't, you didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
It
Right.
was just in it. Sometimes people.
So I was like gone before he got out the shower. I saw all the text messages when I opened it. It was like, oh, I'm at the bar down the street, blah, 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 blah. Like, he was obviously going to meet her. He's like, I miss you, love you, all that stuff.
Let me not hold you up from
And,
your girl.
I was like,
So the common
so I wrote a
thing
note.
that
I
you
was
guys...
like, fucked up, you fucked up, and I left. And then pretty soon he was like chasing me to the bus stop. It's a whole nother story. But
So the common thing that both those stories has is like, that was like that one time that you decided to check. So that's what I'm saying. Those people that
'Cause we had a
check
reason
all
to.
the time, all the
They
time,
have a
all
problem
the
with
time.
themselves.
So what I'm saying is like every week you're gonna be getting ready, I guess, to either fight with this person, because they're gonna have to explain everything. You're gonna be like, who's that? What's that? Why you said that? Why they sent that?
That's so
I don't
much.
got time for
That's
that.
a
Yo, that's
lot.
like
Yeah.
that's a big headache. And not to mention, it was a headache for me to go through the phone and see those things. It was a headache for me to address them.
Hell
like my
yeah.
thoughts were all scrambled. My emotions was somewhere else.
Or I was being
But I
fast.
literally felt like all men I'm sorry, Dad, but I feel like all men are like my dad. Like, they don't want to be with one woman. They get old and they want to give you the haggard out years. I don't want your saggy balls. I want young balls. Like, I mean, or it could be saggy, but let it be. Like, I want it. You better be able to.
She's like, I want you at your best, not when you're fucking 50.
Yeah, and you're like,
50
you
doesn't
don't
mean
have
you're
the
not at your
energy
best.
anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm joking, because 50 is when
50,
people
they
tend
be
to
looking
go on
good.
their midlife crisis
Yeah.
and they want to
Be at
switch
the
you for the
gym.
younger woman.
and that's why they want him, because they ready to settle down. So okay, so now we're not going through anybody's phone. We're not doing that, right? I mean, you should tell women not to go through guys' phones.
I feel like we had a reason to do it. Like we saw evidence. Like
What did you learn from it though?
what did I learn from it?
Because you said you don't go through phones anymore, and I clearly don't do it anymore.
Well, I just generally never did. I learned that I should trust my gut when I don't trust somebody in a relationship. Because that's what I'm saying. It has to be built on some kind of foundation of trust. And I really didn't feel I had that with him. So I felt like it was coming. Like something like that was going to happen, or like I was going to eventually do something like that, like find out some shit.
Right.
So I didn't trust my gut. I just kept on ignoring. Like, no, it'll be fine. I'm just like being paranoid.
Yeah, that's the thing. We shouldn't like
I feel in my
ignore the gut feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those are probably more accurate.
You always want to for the sake of the relationship. But it's like, for what? So I can stay around and be played? No, I'm good.
Well, I learned from that situation for me, like, yo, I'm gonna study myself so much that if this shit ever happens again, because it's gonna happen, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen is I'm gonna realize how I feel and everything, because there were so many sides within myself. I didn't even need any signs from the guy. I needed signs from his family. His family gave so many flashing lights. You can't even front. Like, some people get so mad when the sisters and the mother, and they're not telling you because that's their family. Their loyalty is with that person.
That's absolutely
And I'm
right.
okay with that. But, you know, I deleted the whole family off Instagram. I was not playing with that. All of y'all not on my team, so y'all go that way. But for me at the time, like, I learned in that moment, yo, why are you not studying Shu? Like, why is it not all about you? When you all about you, the reason he probably on the next shorty is because she's all about her. She's okay with you having your woman because she's still all about her. But I don't really need to do what she's doing. I'm saying for everyone else, like, you make the world a better place when you know who you are. Like, people like to identify themselves through the opinions of others. Like, yo, submerge yourself in who you are, and I feel like you're gonna find a whole lot out what you don't like, what you do like, what you want to eat for dinner. When a guy be like, what you want to eat? I want some.
I feel
broccoli
like,
and
yeah,
mashed
when you're
potatoes.
secure in yourself, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be so aware and like of when something shifts in the relationship, because you know yourself so well that when
Yeah.
he shifts something, you're gonna be like, all right, something's changing.
Yeah.
And you're gonna know when to then bring up like, yo, what's going on? Let's talk about it. You know, whatever. Instead of you having to like, fuck, I don't know myself. I don't know what's going on. Is it me? Is it him? Now you gotta go
That's
through
true,
the
yeah.
phone because
Right.
you're not sure.
Yeah.
And
But when you know for sure who you are, like you're saying, then you're not gonna have those questions.
I agree.
You're gonna be so sure. And then when you walk away, I feel like another thing I like that my mother wasn't really there for me a lot, but one thing she's taught me from example, yo, she know how to leave a man. She know how to leave a man.
She be like, she leave
know-
him.
Thank you.
She's
Like,
like,
so
yo,
many.
you can bounce. She don't necessarily like, okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna keep it rolling.
no.
Like Tina, like I'm gonna fuck 30 niggas. I ain't doing that. But like, what I'm saying is, she knows like there's a time
No,
to
it's
be a
time.
lady and know how to respectfully excuse yourself out the relationship.
Exactly.
Because you definitely deserve better. And
I don't know how many people, men and women, I see just like hanging on to relationships by a thread. I'm like, what are you doing? For what? For like,
their life.
Some people do it, let's say if they have kids and stuff like that.
I think
right.
that's
But
But-
that's unhealthy for the children, because if the parents aren't happy, it's going to reflect on the children.
That's
In
a
my
fact.
opinion, I don't have kids.
I'm
So
gonna talk
maybe you
shit
can
about my
speak on
parents
that.
tonight, just so y'all
Maybe
know.
you can speak on that, because
No,
you
because
know
I was gonna say that's another like topic.
Yeah.
But when two people are not single, there's no kids in between, nothing like that. It's like, why can't you just decide to go separate ways?
I
Have
think
have the conversation. I'm not saying play her, play him. Have the conversation. Like, all right, this ain't working out for
Some people don't like to be
X, Y, Z,
I really think
and separate.
I've been there, so I'm gonna say for me, I'm not gonna speak for all women. I'm gonna say for me, what happened is I identified myself through his eyes. So once he leaves me, I'm scattering, trying to find Shu,
Oh
and it's just
my.
like, yo, he took me with him. Now who the hell am I?
Yeah, because now you're
I don't like everything that he liked. I started to like about myself.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started to realize, like, even when for me being loud, like a lot of people don't like that I'm loud. Yo, she's too loud. I can't take it. I'm just not for you. This ain't where. This is not where
That's
it's at.
100% because I'm not gonna change that.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't even change that because there are times where I'm just silent. It scares people because my silence is louder than anything you've ever heard come out of my mouth.
Because that's what's gonna happen. One minute, let's say you're chatty and you're talking, and people are like, "Oh, I like that," and then the minute you get quiet, it's like, "Yo, why are you so quiet?" Like, I don't.
They
understand.
think you're studying.
Yeah,
them,
this
and
is
they're
like-
afraid that you'll figure them out.
They're uncomfortable.
Before they do.
They're
figure
uncomfortable.
themselves
They're
out.
like,
That's not even where I'm at. I'm over here studying me and how I feel in this moment and learning if this is where I want to ever be again.
Or what
Maybe
about when
your
a man
presence.
don't like it, like, because sometimes we do want to turn into that person that the man likes.
Oh,
So we start acting
yeah.
different, you talk
Yeah.
different, your posture, everything's different.
Yep.
And then you get around your friends and you're a little more relaxed and you're laughing a little louder. And he's like, yo, how come you laugh with them? You don't laugh with me like that.
Or your
And it's
friends
like-
notice
I've been guilty of that before, just cause like
time and place.
I don't think that I picked the right person, to be honest. How they just dropped mad stuff and then didn't pick it up. I got distracted.
I'm like, yo, I thought you was talking about in your conversation.
I
how
like
he
look
dropped mad stuff and you didn't pick it
No,
up.
no,
Was it money though?
I was like, what's that?
She's like, ooh, what's
It
there?
looks like suavecito.
Oh, what happened?
No, so no, like a lot of people they like you said identify through the man. So whenever they leave, it's like
The identity leaves.
yeah, exactly. And then when they're around their friends, they're like people they've already known for a long time or whatever, so they feel comfortable around them. I feel like sometimes when a woman changes for a man, she's like almost like afraid to be herself. If I start to
I've
feel
changed
like
for
that,
friends, though. I want to put that out there.
huh?
I've changed in the past for friends, and I learned how to be a
Oh,
better
for friends as well.
Yeah,
well,
I'll
that's
touch on
learning
that
how to
later,
be a
though.
better friend and keeping someone in your life because, like, that's no, that's not why.
Not for like.
Oh.
All right, because if I'm dating you and if you're my friend, but we said this in the first podcast. We're a little bit different with that. I put them on the same pedestal because here's the thing: you both can
The
leave.
same or higher? Because I remember you said
I said a fork in the road, but you're both lifted up because you're both my decision, my choice. I choose you as a friend. I freaking love you. I clearly need y'all to get along. But if you don't, I'll keep you apart and still have you both. But
I'm not saying there should
Well-
be change when you're around friends or
change around
relationship
friends.
because they might bring out the best in you or whatever. But I'm saying when it comes to the point where then you can't, when you're around like other people, they're questioning and going, yo, how come you're laughing so
That-
much with them?
that
It's
I
like
don't
you gotta
like,
kind of,
and I-
be like, what's going on here?
that I don't like
maybe
because
maybe they make me feel comfortable,
if you're more comfortable with your friends than your man, or the opposite.
or either way.
Because
maybe,
well, you're saying like, oh, you laugh more with your friends or whatever. I don't know. I feel like
I'm just saying,
when I'm in
a person
position
that's
like
gonna
that,
question everything, like, yeah, like,
it makes me uncomfortable if I'm with someone I can't really be myself
That's
around
what
like
I'm
my
saying.
friends. Like I really have.
like they
Yeah,
be turned
like-
into this like little trained
Like,
like,
I'm very
robot
silly.
or whatever.
I'm
and you
very
gotta-
silly. I'm very like I make sexual inappropriate jokes. I'm not always just like, oh, cutesy, like whatever. And I'm like that
You
with
look
my
cute
friends. I'm like, thank you. She keep complimenting me today. Yeah. So if I can't be myself with someone, like it'll start off being okay, but after a while, I think it'll bother me
I think it does.
in the long run. Yeah.
What about
I'm
with a
saying that
friend,
might
though?
split the relationship.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Like with your friend, because for me, for certain friends, they don't do certain things. Like I'm not gonna, me personally, all my friends is jambalaya. I'm putting y'all all together, y'all gumbo. That's it, because you're gonna learn to get along because your main denominator is me. I hate when my friends ask me who's coming when I invite you out. You don't know them. Get it out
Yeah.
your head. You're here for me. Keep the focus here, please.
Yeah, I don't like
Like
that.
I invited
Trust
you.
that I make
You're
good
here
decisions.
for me.
Did I not choose you as a friend? Do you not think great of yourself? Why do you not trust that same?
Yeah.
And
that
if you
same
really
energy?
don't feel comfortable, you're always free to excuse yourself and,
Absolutely.
and leave.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna care.
It's like I'm not holding you hostage.
I'm gonna be like, bye. You can't deal with it. It's fine. I had friends. I invited them out for my birthday. Who's coming? None of your business. You need to be there for me. You're my
Yeah.
friend.
Thank you.
Just show up for me.
That's
and
it.
even if you don't get along,
And try
with
your
them,
hardest to get along.
Try your hardest.
And if you
Try-
really
yeah.
can't, just be like, okay, sorry guys,
Even if
the
my
night
friend
ends for
tells
me.
Yo, one of your friends, you know, like, and they'll say things that are. And I'm the type of person. I'm a people person. So even though I hate people, it's weird. I'll explain that later. But
I'm here with you. I'm here.
I relate to people.
Y'all have layers.
I don't like
relate
them.
to different
But I
types
do
of
like
people.
people.
So like my friends might say something like, nah, she's just so loud. I'm giving an example. I'm very loud. What are you talking about? Yeah, but it's different. How is it different? You're more accepting of my loudness than hers.
Yeah, it's like give them a
Like-
chance.
Yeah, you missing out on a dope person. 'Cause clearly, I'm friends with them because they're dope.
And I'm not asking you to be best friends with them. I'm just saying, for the
Absolutely not.
moment, for this
For
event
gathering.
right now, just put up with
You
each other.
do know if I get married to somebody, both y'all gonna be at my wedding. You'll be friends now.
They want to be your one and only.
And that's the thing. People, girls and guys, they don't realize they have friends like that. Because I see a lot of guys, they'll like
I can't handle
feeling
that.
a chick. And I have male friends, and they tell me stories about their other friends, and they not even noticing this. But as they're telling me, I'm telling them like, your friend wants to be the number one thing in your
Yeah,
life.
and they tend
He
to
may
then
not be
control
interested
your
in
life.
you because he doesn't like men, but you got this girl, and they're like, yeah, you always with her. Like, no, bro, I gotta make time for a job, myself, you, her, my
It's a lot.
family.
It's a lot. That's
Yeah.
why a lot of
I'm
people are like, oh, I don't
splitting
have
it.
time for a relationship because they have so much other stuff going on. But at the end of the day, like, I feel like people prioritize what they want to. Like, if you want to make time for somebody, you make time for them.
I
Unless
kind
you're
of
like-
disagree. I really can't make time for people. Like,
But that's a choice, right?
My pie chart is like 50% shoe. I'm studying
Because you're choosing to take the time for yourself,
I guess I'm
which
sorry
you
for
have
all
every
those
right
who-
to. You have every right to. I'm just saying, like, the people who say that they don't have time are doing that by choice. They haven't met someone who they like are so okay with sharing their time with that they give some of it up to them. Like, it's about prioritizing what you want in your life.
But then that's the thing. You're feeding your wants. What about your needs? Because there's a pie chart for a reason, right? So I mean, clearly, I'm only feeding me all of me.
There's
right
priorities. You're not gonna neglect.
Now. I'm not neglecting.
I'm not
myself.
about
If you
to
know
not
who
go to
you
work
are.
because I'm about to see this dude.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I still gotta go to work.
But would you call
Catch
that,
you
like,
later.
Would you call that like once in your relationship? Say, oh my god, like, you know.
I mean, if
what?
you're really in a
Hell
relationship.
yeah.
both.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna call
Would
that
you
one
call that
day.
for a friend? Because it's still.
But like, if
money
he has a
you're
night
losing.
job and whatever, are like, this is not something that's gonna be realistic. You can't be calling that off of work all the time.
Clearly not.
Because you can only see him like during the day.
I don't call out of work for no one. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Just show me some
I'm like, your
advice.
money, your
I
rent still
have.
gotta get paid.
I have.
Of course, there's always the exception. Like, all right, yeah.
You have. That's fine.
He might
You
roll
do your
over and be
thing.
like, babe, don't go to work today.
Sometimes you just want to
"Oh,
stay in
okay."
bed. That just happens.
All right, back to the topic real quick. So wholeness can be deleted. Are we yes, no, or we it's in the
I don't
air?
think it-
We waiting for a man to give us
I
an
want to
opinion.
call it, I want to say, your wholeness can be the. First of all, who labels people hoes? Like, what
It's
makes
just
you
a
a
personal
hoe? I
opinion
don't
from
know.
everybody, and that's why it
So
shouldn't
that's why I'm
matter.
like, yeah, your wholeness can be deleted. Because the minute you decide you don't want to sleep around anymore,
Yo, they
and you're
wanna
getting ready
shame
to
you.
settle down,
They want to shame you into being.
because once you get married, you're not a hoe anymore.
Really,
I don't think it
you
can be
just a married hoe. What you talking about?
No, because you're not. You're no
You
longer
bugging.
sleeping around with other people.
You a
If you're gonna be
married hoe.
My thing is
Why
that
they wiped you? They took you off the
If you
block
get
and
into
was
a
all using
monogamous relationship, you're no longer a hoe. You
Nah.
retired. You hung up your boots.
her. You a married Sakambaka. Like, I use my own.
You
Like,
hung up the outfit. You're
Some
done.
dude took you
Retired.
off the
Okay,
streets.
not delete. Can we retire? Can we retire our
retire the
wholeness?
hoes.
Can we
I
retire
like
the
that.
wholeness?
I'm gonna retire. I'm not me, but I'm gonna retire.
can't delete, you can dilute.
Dilute?
Yep.
Because I don't expect a woman to act the same.
If
10
it
years
tapers off, you
later.
know, little by little, you're just like, okay, I was a hoe, but now it's like, oh.
Yeah, I don't expect my friends to be the same person from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I would never run into a dude that tells me, "Yo, I think your friend is bad," and I'm gonna be like, I remember 10 years ago when we were out clubbing, she was a hoe. Nah, she's a hoe. I would never do that. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
I'm like,
exactly.
yo, she's a changed woman. Okay, go ahead, yeah.
You're
talk
gonna
to
think
her.
of how she acted recently.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
like, she's showed good signs lately.
I'm glad that you do that. A lot of women, and they don't.
Am I
wanna-
really gonna talk about your like?
Nah, girls do
Some
that to
do.
each other.
Yo,
Yeah.
don't talk to her. She used to be
They
a hoe.
get it in their head one time what you are, and that's all they
I
know.
feel like
get
that's
it.
what I'm saying. I feel like dudes do that.
That's because
Yeah.
people try to. I can't say this word. Compartmentalize. I can't say that word.
Compartmentalize.
Yeah, people like to do that, and they like to put people in these different
Oh,
boxes
little boxes.
really fast because you meet. So if you live in a city life,
Damn.
you
Yeah,
wanna put them
quick
in a box
judgment.
so
It's like once you
fast.
put them in that box, they can't leave the motherfucking box.
They're like, oh.
But if you live in a country, you might have time. You that old lady in the window, like I want to see what Stacy doing. She being a hoe, like she got every different dude.
Because that's what I'm saying. If you're not showing me hoe tendencies anymore,
whole
Yeah.
tendencies.
so then, I'm gonna be like, oh
Hoe
yeah, you could
tendencies.
talk to her. She's good. She got a job. This, that. Yeah, she got her
just
shit.
sounds like a
really
job.
thick.
Look at me. I'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah, she got her life together. She got her shit together. She
But like
doing-
what- okay.
She going places.
like for example, like if you looking for, like if you know your friend's looking for love, right? But in the meantime, she's just having fun. Like, do you consider that a hoe?
You going through a whole phase. Yes.
AKA me.
I'm sorry, you a hoe. That's
I
a
don't-
hoe. If you
I don't
No,
know.
like-
But I'm saying, like,
Here's
I
my
don't
thing.
judge. I'd be like, yo, do you?
I'm not
Exactly.
judging you.
You're going
No,
through
that's the
your.
thing.
Would I
It's
be like,
like
I'm not drinking
when-
off your cop? of your cup, like maybe I don't know, but
The thing is that you go through your period of that stage in your life where it's like, all right, you're doing your thing, whatever makes
That's
you
the
happy.
thing. When I actually do get in a relationship, I'm mad faithful. I don't look at nobody. I don't
Exactly.
answer none of the texts from my little whatevers I got.
Are you
Like
programmed that way, or that person made you that way?
that person made me that way.
Okay,
Because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
That way,
I'll tell you why.
Deprogram.
Because like you, I love my alone time. I love spending time with myself. And
She's like,
love
party
it.
over here.
I like having my freedom to talk to whoever I want to talk to. Not saying I fuck all of them, but you know, I talk to
definitely
people.
Talk. That does
You know
not
what I'm
make
saying?
you a hoe talking.
That's what I'm saying. So for someone to come along and take me off the market, they gotta take me off the market to where I don't want to be tempted to talk to nobody.
That's
and
a lot
that's
of
saying
work.
something.
You're
That's
right.
saying something.
Talking to someone doesn't make you a hoe, but what I'm saying from the little naked eye, the people's eye that's
Of
watching,
course.
they're like, oh, she be talking to as if it's every fucking week.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
a hoe.
Those
If
people,
you-
I don't care. Like
If you
y'all that
identify
really know
yourself
me,
through those people's eyes, if your opinion of yourself only matters through what other people say about you, that's sad and pathetic. But
Right.
I'm judging.
No, you don't have to care. But like I said, but when somebody might be like, yo, what about Shu? What do you know about her? Like, yo, I really
I
like
hope
her.
y'all saying
That's
good
what I'm
things about
saying.
me.
If somebody be like, well, I'm used to seeing her every week with a different dude,
So
and
they're asking the
and they're gonna
opinion of
label you
someone
a
who
hoe and be
doesn't
like,
fuck
nah,
with
don't
you.
talk to her, she's a hoe. I'm like, yo, that's fucked up.
so they're getting opinions of people who don't matter to you. Why would you?
Yeah.
Why,
Like, that's
why
fucked
the
up.
fuck were they
But
doing
then
that?
I know some guys because I've had
And I just find
luxury.
that men do it more than women do it.
yes.
That's
What,
all I'm
checking
saying.
up,
Men are very
checking on the whole
insecure.
status
That's
or
all I'm
something?
saying.
Oh yeah, of course.
They love to give
Of course.
they like to put you in the box, like you said. and
Women
be
don't
like,
care because we know.
No,
like,
I care.
Huh?
I care because
To a point.
I know I care because if I'm dating a guy and I don't want everyone to know what penis I'm dealing with, I really feel a way about that. Like,
Yeah, I
yo,
don't like them to
so
have connections with my friends.
guys be
I like
thinking that. like, yo, you the man. Like, I'm so embarrassed to walk down the street with you because everybody done seen your penis. Like, everybody just knows what I'm working with.
Wait, you mean
Like,
if you know he's been working the block,
you
and
know,
you're like, I don't want.
Okay, I would care about
Oh.
that. I would care about
just
Wait,
that.
you cool with the community dick?
Nah,
No,
I don't want that.
no.
You
dude.
want the community dick?
I don't want the retired hoe.
You
guy.
want,
And I know that's why
you
they
want
don't
the retired hoe
The retired hoe should link up.
that
and be
all
together.
your friends been talking
Yeah.
about.
Y'all be trying to hook hoes up with each other.
It's
Just
hard.
keep the
How
hoes
you
together.
know? How you know they're retired? That's
Together.
hard. That's hard.
Because like I really feel like when you sleep with somebody, you give them a part of you that you can never get back, and it has nothing to do with identifying yourself. That's literally like a spiritual thing for me. Like I was.
Nah, I don't want the
taught that.
community dick. You're right about that.
I was taught that, but I believe.
Better keep that shit on
also.
the down low. I better not hear about
Yeah,
it.
I don't want every girl could be like, she messing with Traquan, and we already know he got a big and a small head. Like, I don't need y'all to know all of
That
that.
is
That's
why
just
I
too
don't
much.
like my man to know my friends first. Because you just never know.
Or meet them through your friends because you
Yeah.
don't really know what's happening.
I don't know what's going on
Because
there.
they could just be keeping it on
or
the
even
down low.
acquaintances.
All right.
No, but it's, I'm
They could be
saying,
keeping
like,
it on the real down low.
I'm not
Okay.
saying it can't happen. Right?
But-
I'm not saying I'm not open to it. But typically, I like to meet them on my own.
Yes, me too.
Typically.
Let him be my hoe and my hoe
Your
only.
hoe.
Okay,
He
then.
my hoe.
Because
Nobody
then
knows.
I'll never have to hear any opinions. We talked about this before. No opinions about them. Like I can form my own.
But that's why I don't want my friends to really give me a description of like whatever guy they talking to right now. Like, yo, he got a big dick. Like, I don't want to hear that, girl. I don't want to know about what your man working with.
Oh, man,
that's
sometimes
for
you
you
need to
and
know
you
that.
only.
Sometimes
I'm
I'm,
just
proud
saying.
though. Sometimes I'm happy. I want to
You
talk
might
about
be
it.
too happy
She be
prematurely.
like, let me tell you what I fished up out of the sea.
You might be too happy prematurely because what will happen is, what if that's the guy you marry? Now,
Yeah,
I've been
you're
in
not gonna want me to
situations-
know
I've
that.
You
been-
know I married that big dick. That's it.
You want me to know that? Because I'm one day, I'm
I don't
like,
care.
let me go try that big dick Anna was talking about.
and let me tell you. And
I may go through my whole
Wait.
face later. I may go through my whole face
Wait.
later.
Wait. If you go through your whole face and you get my man, like Shu said, thank you because you showed me
Yo,
that he's gonna cheat
she's
on
so
me and I
funny.
don't need to be married with him anyway. Why you
Yo.
wait? Let me speak.
Don't you want to be married though?
Let me speak though. Let me speak. If you fuck my man, you did me a favor because now I'm gonna divorce him.
I wouldn't do that.
I know you wouldn't, but I'm saying.
I'm just saying,
Thank God.
right?
Fuck my man. She fuck my man. She fuck my man. Hey,
She'll
hey,
be
hey,
like,
hey.
thank you.
Thanks for sucking his dick.
Thank you. I'm gonna
Yo.
leave now.
I ain't gonna thank you, but I ain't gonna be with him either.
You gonna delete the friend too? Or you gonna still be friends with that friend?
Yeah, I'm gonna delete the friend too.
You delete both of them?
Yeah.
Garbage?
You lose
Yeah,
2 friendships.
you
You're gonna leave 2 friendships?
You gotta leave. You gotta have one whole friend because if is she going? Listen, some guys like
No,
You
but
gotta see if he
you
gonna
know that's
tell
my
you.
man. Fuck that. That's betrayal in my eyes.
it is
That's
betrayal.
it.
But now you feed it from
I can't be with a friend that who betrays
you
me.
invite her to the cookout.
Now that's
but you
just
don't invite her
advice.
to the
That's
wedding.
just things I've heard in the past, which is true. I'm like, don't tell nobody what you got at home, okay? You don't want
But,
little
like,
people.
I
on
know
the
you
side
are
getting
Lenny, right?
Curious.
She did that at 16.
But I know you are, Lenny, right? I know you're not gonna try to fuck my man, right?
I'm gonna try to fuck him, but I might tell Shu about him. I'm like, yo, I understand her man got a big dick. You
I
should
don't
go
wanna
find out for
know
the both of
that.
us. Come back with a full report of what's going on in that household. I'm
Hey,
joking.
listen,
I don't
I'm not
like
gonna
weighing
broadcast
like-
it to the world. There's like a select, very tiny few people that I will even make remarks
What if
like
you
that
get me
for.
so upset we're not friends anymore, and then I go spread your business in the street?
What? That I'm fucking a big dick? Good for me.
I'm gonna
But
go
what if-
tell
but what if you mess with a
the
little
neighborhood
penis?
hoe to go.
If I'm messing with a little penis, that's my business. Good for me.
You never gonna
Wait,
brag about the little
yeah.
penis though, right?
I be
Hell
bragging
no.
about the little
You see, that's
penis.
fucked up.
I be bragging
Little
about
penis
sorry,
need
little
love
penis.
too.
that.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
be like, yo, that guy, he's
So when she tells me she gets married to a dude, when she tells me she met her husband, her future
Uh-huh.
husband, and she don't brag about the dick, I'm gonna automatically know he got a little penis.
Maybe I'll brag about the head. Maybe he gives me head real nice. I had that one
you
time.
compromising though. I like
Yeah,
you.
no, because I had an ex. My
Can't
first, my
fuck very well, but
I'm just saying.
that, you gotta do one or the other. Cause like I had an ex like
You
that.
definitely gotta do one of them.
I had an ex like that. He wasn't that big, but he always knew when we had sex. He went down to me first.
I'm
Boom.
just saying, Adam, when it
I got
comes,
mine.
when you hit that point in your life where you want to start being discreet,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, we know what's up. We know why she being so like
So sex is very
discreet.
important in relationships. I'm learning this. Yo, sex to me isn't that important, but I'm learning. Maybe it is.
Sex and money.
Yo,
What?
Really?
Yeah.
2 reasons why people get divorced.
Money?
Money.
Money?
Yeah,
I
money's
think that's why
number
they keep
one.
'em. They keep them because
No, money problems.
Money
say.
problems and
money
sex
issues
problems.
and sex.
Cause a girl starts fucking you better than your wife, or your wife's not giving it to you.
Or
when
she
you
not
want.
giving it to you. You
A
sleep in
fucked up
separate
type
bedrooms.
of guy, a fucked up
But
type of guy would be like,
Every
"Eh."
relationship to me gets boring at some point. Even your friendships.
I'm
and
a-
stuff
I
like
have a
that.
But
fear
that's when
about
you have
that.
to like,
You
you
don't have a fear
know.
about that.
I have a fear about that.
You have a fear.
Okay,
So
but
now-
you
have
can
a back-
always. I feel like that's when the conversation needs to be had, and you can always like rekindle that. And
I would hope that I will end up with some. I'm gonna make sure I end up with something. Let me
know how
rephrase
to
that.
do that. Be
Make
equally
sure with someone. Yeah.
and that y'all can
Plug.
always spice it back up.
Episode 2 plug.
Which then brings us to like exactly like people be in a relationship for so long and they don't
They
even want to
tolerate
take
each other.
they partner out on a date or some shit, or like you're married and you don't think
Communication is
like you need to have
so
date night.
fucking important. It's the most important fucking thing. It's so underrated. Communication. Because no matter what goes wrong,
I
if
don't
y'all
know
can
why
talk
it's
about
underrated.
it.
We know it's important.
Yeah, but people don't fucking do it. They're like, oh, I have this problem in my relationship. Okay, did you talk about it?
No.
because like, what? That's the first thing you need
Yeah.
to fucking try to
They'll
do.
be like, I don't wanna
get
hear
so
it, blah, blah,
frustrated
blah.
with people. I get so frustrated. If you try and it's still not working, then you gotta do something. If the talk is not working, do an action, because
Yeah, because sometimes talk
you're
is
gonna
cheap.
stand still.
Sometimes talk is cheap.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to hear like I love you no more. You're like, yo, you're not even showing it no more. I need to see it. You need to take
But
me
you
out.
have to start by
You need
telling
to
them.
romance me a little
You
bit.
have to start by telling them.
No, but I'm just saying,
that's-
like, because men be like, oh, but I tell her all the time. Your actions need to match.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
but as women too, your actions need to match.
Yeah.
You need to like sometimes if your man is not showing you all that you want to see, sometimes show him how to treat you. First of all, that's why I've
Yeah,
always been taught
I
how
agree
you treat
that.
yourself as a woman. I don't even think guys go into relationships with insecure women and try to marry them because yo, you're not ready yet. You're not quite right. Because
Men love security. Like girls
Because
that are
it
insecure
shows
themselves,
them.
they love that shit. Unless
No,
they're an asshole.
I was gonna say it depends on
Unless
their
they're an
own
asshole, then they want that.
personality.
you're never gonna love the person that you're with more than you love yourself. Even if you're sleeping and you think you love them more at the moment, at some point you wake up, you're out that trance, and you're like, hold up, fuck up. But you don't want to wake up and
Correct.
realize that the person you've been in a relationship has been belittling you or putting you down to keep you around. And now what happens is sometimes that's why Neo had that song, I'ma love you till you love yourself, because some people don't know how to do that. It's really a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, but
I struggle with that still, to be honest.
I mean, loving yourself is a journey. I don't understand why people make it seem like it's this destination thing. It's not. It doesn't come like that. It's a journey and it continues to flow like a river. Sometimes the river runs dry. So when I put myself down, I'm gonna need y'all to let me put myself down because that's gonna make me build myself up. Because if I say, shoot, you getting fat, let me call me fat. Like, yo, I don't need you to call me fat too. Let me do that.
Like I already call myself fat.
But don't
you
be
ain't
lying
gotta
like,
add to it.
"Shoo, you're not fat.
Nah.
Don't say that."
And then
You
I'll
see,
be
that's
like
what
in
I'm
that-
saying. I don't
I
like
hate
when
that.
a man is scared of
The conversation. That's what
the
they're scared of.
conversation that might come from like, babe, do you think I look fat? Or like, he's like, she's getting fat and I notice it, but I'm not gonna tell her because I don't want to deal with the consequences, right? So it's
But
like
women
you're gonna
will
let your
spaz
woman
about
get
that
fat.
shit. They'll
Wait,
spaz.
Yeah.
you're gonna let your woman get fat and then you're gonna go cheat on her with somebody who's skinny. That's fucked up. You should have told her ass she was fat so she could work on it.
I don't know.
Or when she-
that's
Or they
tricky.
cheat
Or
with
when-
somebody that's fat.
or when
They
she
might like fat.
No, that's different when they tell you, yo, you fat, and then they go cheat on you with a fat woman. But I'm talking about when your woman's legit, like, yo, babe, you think I should go work out? Babe, like, should I change my hair? Should I, whatever? And the guy thinks he's gonna say the wrong, he's afraid of like saying the wrong thing because he doesn't want confrontation. So he'll be like, nah, you're perfect the way you are. It's like, that motherfucker lying.
I've been in situations where I feel like the guy making suggestions, like, yo,
Or
don't
they'd
you
be
think
like,
you
"Oh,
look
let's
cute
work
with
out
blonde
together."
hair?" No, my nigga, I'm fucking black. This shit is brown and it's never gonna
No,
get
but
no
when
other
you
color.
are like you're saying, when if I'm already saying, like you said, I'm already saying,
yeah.
yo, I want to go to the gym, I need to lose weight. I'm already saying it.
Also, he should.
So give me the motivation. Don't be like, oh nah, babe, you're perfect. This is the way you are.
you know how
Most of the time I hear like,
And
"Oh,
it's like,
if you-
no,
if you-
motivate me and go, yes. Sign
But
up to the gym, eat healthy, let's, whatever.
Not
Because you
even
already
that.
know that's what I want to do for myself.
Not even that. Even if it's passive aggressive, like, hey, if you think that's what's gonna make you happy, then do it. Like,
Yeah, but
So
you
it's
gotta,
not his
you gotta pick the
opinion.
right tone for that. That might go left.
but then it's like
That depends
it's
on the woman.
circumstantial at that point. I mean, like women, we know what's up with us. Like we asking the men, but we really know what's up with us.
we just want an
Sometimes
opinion.
your man is not quite sure on what you need. Sometimes you're not equally yoked because sometimes your man is gonna know, like, yo,
I'm just
I can't
saying.
call my newly pregnant, my just giving birth wife fat right now, baby. You just had a baby. You
Exactly,
just you're everything to me. Like, you gonna lose this weight, you lose this weight.
If you
We gonna
legit
lose
mean
together.
it, that's fine if you say it. But I'm saying if you're just pulling shit out your ass because you think that's what she wants to hear,
But I think that
I'm
for
like,
me, for the
don't
men,
give me that.
You get what you put in. As your man, like, yo, babe, I'm going to work out. You wanna come with me? You wanna run this track with me?
Exactly.
Yo,
Yeah.
I had a whole nother
That's
dude
passive-aggressive, like-
work out with me, and I had a whole boyfriend, and it didn't hit me till like this shit is over. I'm like, yo, I should have been with that dude. He was like working on me, everything excepting when we weren't having sex. But he literally like, yo, you wanna do this? All right, boom. You wanna go to the hair
just
salon?
saying, I'm just
So
saying.
without
that.
my
I
weave,
love
and I'm
that.
like, yo, my boyfriend has never even seen these things.
Yeah.
And that's because like, yo, he was friend zoned, as he should have been, because he had a girlfriend of his own. But she felt the way, and I don't blame her because like, yo, your man is running the track with me. He might probably run with you because he might think you're perfect.
let's
but-
talk about it then. Because I
What?
had that experience, what you're saying.
You did?
Well, I'm saying like as far as like you're with someone,
Mm-hmm.
and when I met them, my hair was straight, right? So they love it. But then when they realize
Your shit wild.
that means
kinky?
it means that means I have to be in the salon every week or every other week. And you know how it is for women to go sit in the salon, like you said.
That
Your-
shit is
Your
dreadful.
actual man never been sitting in a salon with you, but you got this other dude that's willing to do it. But the point is, now they realize, oh shit, it takes motherfucking 3 hours for this bitch to get her hair done. And they were like, they didn't want me in the salon for 3 hours. So they started going, oh no, I like your hair just the way it is. Leave it natural.
Your girlfriend ain't a
Or they didn't want to
hairdresser.
pay for it.
Understand she has to go to one.
And then exactly months down the road, because you didn't want to sacrifice those 3 hours of me sitting in the salon. 3 hours away from me is what I'm saying.
Here's the
Then
thing.
months down the line, the point I'm trying to make is now you're tired of seeing my hair curly and oh, you don't ever get your hair done.
My hair been done. I woke up like this.
No, but you understand what I'm saying? Oh,
No, I'm
you
saying,
never
you
go to
gotta
the
let them
salon, you never
know.
get your hair done, you never get it straightened. Aren't you the same person who said,
That would piss me off.
you
'cause
understand?
I can't
That's
curl
what I'm trying to say.
I can't curl my hair, so I'll be like, fuck you, I'm not doing it.
I mean,
No, it's different from you. I'm talking about people.
I know, yeah.
Like if he meets you, if a guy meets you with like a weave, he loves the way you look, blah
we
blah
can use
blah.
for you makeup as
Or
an
makeup, or
analogy.
makeup,
You
right?
meet you with makeup and you start wearing
Thank you.
makeup. You go around his friends. He like, babe, you're not gonna little eyeliner, nothing. Like,
No, like let's say
you
yeah,
look a
he
little
meets you with
tired.
makeup.
You laughing. You
That's a
never
good one.
met
He
guy
meets
like
you
No,
with
I'm
makeup.
laughing because that's so
Always
true.
a man?
I'm laughing
No,
because that shit is
let me tell you
true.
something. This is what they do. They meet
I've
you.
been through
He
that.
meets you with the makeup. He likes the way you look, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't realize it takes you time to get like this, right?
Yeah.
So now when you take 2 hours to get ready, he's like, yo, nah, just leave the way you are. You look beautiful. And you
No.
and now you start going around because he
No.
keeps telling you, nah, ma, you gorgeous. This is where you are. Let's go. Because he want to get out the house quick. Then a few months later, or weeks later, he's like, yo, why you don't ever get dressed up for me?
You know why
You're
I
not
wanna
willing
have
to
it?
wait.
You know what? Me personally, I know what you're saying. I know the point you're trying to make. Me personally, I like to at least do the basics here. I don't
Uh-huh.
always have to go like all out. But I know myself, like I'll feel good going out the house with certain things. Like I at least want to put my eyebrows on because I know
Yeah.
they're blonde. They're fucking like invisible without
Yeah.
anything. So like no matter what he tells me,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna do that part. I'm not gonna let him affect my daily routine.
Yeah, but that's one part.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that they meet you a certain way, they loved it. Next thing you know, because that takes a lot of high maintenance.
That's his fucking
And like
problem.
you said, they don't want to wait for you to spend 3 hours on yourself.
That's his fucking problem.
Or they may not want to pay for these things. They realize like,
But that's
fuck,
part
this
of setting
bitch
the
costs a lot of
standard. If he
money.
knows that I take a while to get ready,
Yo, you took that out of my head. Go ahead, I'm gonna let you finish.
okay. No, I'm saying like if he knows that I take a while to get ready because I always do this, no matter what, that's my daily routine. Then you gotta let me know like, hey, you know what? I want to go out at 8 o'clock, so at 6 o'clock I'm gonna let her know to start getting ready. If you don't, it's
But
your
that,
fault.
that
if
might
we're
cut
late.
out from the spontaneity and shit. He can't just be like, yo, baby, let's go.
Well,
Well, you better catch me when I already got my eyebrows on.
or not even
Nah,
that. You could still be
I'm-
spontaneous.
I'm stretching it. I'm stretching.
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying
I don't
to
take that long to
I'm
do my
trying
makeup
to-
anyway, but you know, I get what you're saying.
But that's that. I think that comes into him loving you for who you are, and in every different shape, every different shade, makeup, lipstick, hair
Yeah.
color. Like when a person really loves you and they're equally yoked, these little things that you're thinking is a big thing, they become so micro that you're like, yo, what was I dealing with before? So I just feel like when you're picking a friendship or dating wise, you are paying attention to these things because these little things are in the end what
That's what I'm
matters.
saying. It's gonna be a
all the little
problem
things.
in the long run.
It really, I
You
mean,
can't be adjusting yourself like.
Or it's gonna not become a problem ever. It's gonna either go one way or the other, I feel. Like if something bothers you in the beginning, it's all about how you handle it. It's like setting the standard, whatever. Like if you get to a certain issue and you're like, this is who
but
I am, boom,
I was just
it's
trying
gonna
to tie it
eventually-
in with what you were saying,
No, I
which is
got you.
communication is key.
Yeah.
And we say, why don't people communicate? And I feel like a lot of the time people trying to avoid the conversation.
they don't want to get yelled at.
Yeah, they're like, I don't want to have that conversation. I don't
Or
want
they
it.
don't want to deal with your silent treatment or whatever.
they
it
don't
is
know
that
you well
produce
enough.
Or they don't know you well enough.
Because if a guy knows, look, oh, Anna like really likes to put her eyebrows on before she leaves the house because she feels like she looks like a zombie
Wouldn't that be
without
so
it.
amazing to date a person like that?
I mean, at the end of the day,
everybody
relationships
else-
are
and
work.
if I
else
tell my
needs to
man, look, I'm not going out the house without my eyebrows because they're invisible. All right, my eyelashes too, all blonde, invisible. Like I feel better if I just put it on. Not that I think I'm like butt ass ugly without it, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? If you know that about me, don't fucking question me when I try
But
to do
social media might have something to do with it, right? Because everything on social media is instant.
what?
Even when you show a makeup tutorial, they speed it up. So it's like, nah, it took that bitch 3 hours to get that shit on.
Yo, but they be doing the most. I don't do all that.
But
Today,
the
mainly.
dude saw the speed up version and it was like, yo, she did it in 5 minutes. How come you take it 3 hours?
I'm
I'll be
tell
like,
them,
you
don't let your
stupid.
expectations disappoint you.
So it's
you
like-
shouldn't be expecting what she's doing.
Next thing you know, they cheat on you with the bitch that took 3 hours, just like you be taking 3 hours. And then reality hits. He was like, fuck, she took 3 hours just like Anna used to take 3 hours. I thought I was winning. I got stuck with the
didn't.
same thing.
You didn't win.
The grass ain't always green on the other side.
Sometimes the grace on the other side is fake, so you gotta understand that.
Oh, it could be fake too.
That's your quote. That's your quote for Instagram.
But I feel like, yo,
I got that from.
I feel like
Instagram.
they get easily fooled because, like, yeah, we're always used to looking for the instant, like, relationships take work. There's
They
no
take work.
way around it.
Nobody wants to
they
work
take
anymore.
work.
Or-
Self-love takes work.
It takes
Yeah.
work.
Great friendship
There's
takes
no
work.
way around
Family
it.
foundation
okay?
takes work. Whatever you
But people
want
see
to
the
put-
happy pictures.
They see the ending.
That's
they don't
all
see
Exactly.
the- They don't
Yeah,
see the
yeah,
journey.
yeah.
And that's the thing that
It's
I
the
have
front.
a problem with a lot of people out there that's posting certain things. Like, please tell us Don't tell us exactly how you got there, but please tell us the trials and tribulations alongside
That went along the
everything.
way.
I respect someone so much more when they're like, yeah, we've been through a lot, but I love you. I'm like, all right, facts, all right.
Yeah, we've been through a lot because here's the thing: the magnification on cheating has become at an all-time high. You know, your mother's been getting
It's
cheated
too
on by your father
acceptable.
forever, but the
Oh, yeah.
reason why you don't know
Too
nothing
much.
That's
about
not new.
it, the reason you don't know anything about your mother cheating on your father cheating on your mother is because they made that a micro thing. It's because social media brings everything to light, like you said, and now we want to know, like, oh, so, well, hold on. So, Will and Jada, you guys cheated on each other, you're still together? Oh, wait, Barack and Michelle, y'all cheated on each other, y'all still together? I'm not going to use Trump because he's probably been cheating on her.
Whatever, they still there.
Whatever. But the point is, nobody,
even think about
people
having
are leaving
sex.
out.
Or Kim, you a hoe. You still got a husband. How did that happen?
You know why she still got a
So
husband?
that's what I'm saying. Why she can have a husband? Why can't any other regular chick off the street do the
Yo,
same
her
thing?
husband is
she
Kanye.
she knows herself, and she shows herself, and she's unshameful of herself.
Exactly. There you go. He
And her
respected it, and
husband
he took it.
took what he saw,
Hey.
and it was easy for her because it's like
I wanted a
you
fine
love me
looking
for me.
girl with
How
a big
many
ass
times
and money.
Kim went through relationships and guys dogged her, played her because it was popular to do? She met a guy that what?
They're equally yoked.
They equally
Yo.
it's balance. That's all it is. So, you know, I don't want to say she waited for that because Kanye was in her, you know, her life before when she was dating Humphreys or whatever. You probably don't know who that is. But some guy she married at one point. And make a long story short, like, yo, she stayed straight, curved Kanye and went for him. Kanye was going to her shows. Kanye was there, like, supporting her and shit like that. And now that's her husband. That's her everything.
You know what's funny? Once I heard advice saying, you know he's the one when he's more into you than you are into him.
Goes-
That's the one
I've always
to marry.
heard that. I've always
Wait,
heard
They
that.
said
That
that's
shit is
the
women-
one to marry.
Because women don't pass along gems. Women,
And I'm
keep
just
the
like,
gems-
I don't know if I can do that.
No, because you got to be very patient. And
I'm like-
yo, the other side of your patience, on the other side of your fears, is everything you want. You have to be very.
No, because if you listen to
don't
it.
be tolerant,
No, but the thing is that
but be patient.
if you listen to it, marry the one that's more into you than you are into him.
It's more, yeah. You know what that
Nah,
creates?
I'm just like, nah, I don't know about
Because
that.
I told you, because I tried to explain to you, love is not enough. So what happens is you meet someone and you think you're not gonna love them. You always end up with some guy that you didn't even plan to be with anyways. It's usually gonna end up being that.
Yeah, that's probably 100%. Yeah.
So why not be with a guy who loves you more than anything? At
Yeah.
some point, he will stop. He will fall off. He's gonna forget a few things, and you're gonna have to show him that everything he did was worth it. But you're gonna put. It's all about that balance.
but
like,
that was it sounds like
Do
good
you know what
advice.
that creates though?
it really is. Older women tell it to the younger.
I think
generation.
that's good advice, right? To a certain extent. But for me, like, when I started believing that, it almost created like a fear in me when I really like somebody, and like if I don't feel that like reciprocated on the same level, I'm like, oh shit, like I shouldn't be with this person because maybe I
He's
like
not
him
the
more
one.
than
He's not
me.
the one.
But whatever happened to just having fun? When you think about when you were free, when you were 16, and you're just like, yo, this shit is for fun. Like, yeah, maybe when you were 16, you were thinking he's for keeps, but not me. I already.
I'm trying to see who I'm gonna have a
grew up
baby
with the
with,
father that
like-
I grew up with. And I'm here to tell you guys that made me be very like, oh, ain't none of these guys about nothing. At 16, I was dead sure. At 21, I was like, maybe daddy was just that type of guy. At 25, I'm like, nah, it's definitely all men. At 30,
But
at
there's so many
31,
examples of other people that
Exactly.
are not like that.
and then I look at my brothers. Yo, they was raised by a whole nigga. No offense, daddy, but you a whole nigga.
My daddy was too.
Oh, they used to call him Papa Rolling Stone.
Yeah, mine
That's what
too.
you are, and that's not even a freaking compliment.
Okay, we stopped for a candy break.
Yes, we did.
You
We needed
said
candy.
men.
Cookies?
Hey, what the hell you said?
No, I was talking about my daddy being a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, but before that, you
and-
were saying, that you said you hit a point in your life. This age, you thought it was just him, and then you hit this age,
Yeah.
and then you got to the age where you're like, nah, you really think that's just how men are.
Uh-huh.
Where you were going with that, I don't know. So now you can
Well,
continue.
all right. So where I was going with that is, I'm saying like,
Oh, I got chocolate too.
not no disrespect to my dad, but you broke my heart long before any guy could. So my first heartbreak came from daddy, Now, a lot of women who don't know their fathers, your first heartbreak from a man, probably daddy, because you didn't know him. He been bailed on you, so it is what it is. So the daddy issues, guys can have them too. Don't think that they don't. It's hard for them to try to be a man that you want them to be, because if they didn't even have a figure or a guy that they looked up to, they'd be whatever the streets raised them to be. So, you know, I'm going to leave that for another topic, for another day. But I want to say that, we all need to be mindful that we're all going through something. Every single able body is going through something. Mm-hmm. You see the angry person on the train, you got to keep in mind, her bill's probably not even paid. Like, I excuse so much fuckery at times.
The fourth train in the Bronx every day.
The whole Bronx going through something.
When I get off to work downtown Brooklyn, every day somebody wants something.
The whole Bronx is going through something.
We going through it. It's New York City. Shit is expensive.
All everywhere in the world is going through something. Everybody think their problems is bigger than the next person's problems. And nobody has it harder than an innocent kid that comes into this world.
And that's true.
And it's expected to change it. You're not even given the right tools. Understand that you was given the life you was given, not for yourself, but to change the world, change somebody else, change an opinion. It only takes one little kindness act. I probably can't be that kind of person, so I'm trying to push you out to do that.
You can't be.
Everybody
got a little kindness in them.
Like when people tell me when I'm really sweet, I'm really, really sweet, and when I'm sour, boy, I can't tell you what. I don't know.
I don't really believe in like horoscopes like that, but I do think like Pisces traits are pretty close to me. Like I'm loyal.
What sign are you?
I'm a Pisces. That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm supposed to be loyal to a point, but then if I feel betrayal, like you're dead to me, and that's how I've always been. I'm like
betrayal is part of life, honey.
In what way though?
Everything you go through is a learning lesson. Not for nothing.
Of course, but I'm
but
saying,
you can have betrayal and decide to move on. You're not gonna be somebody's floor mat.
I don't keep them around me. I don't keep them
You may
around
not want to be betrayed by the same person, but when I say take it with a grain of salt and some tequila, probably.
It's not gonna ruin my whole life.
It's our party.
I'm talking about who I keep around me in my life. Like if you betray me, then I'm moving on. That's it. That's why when you asked me, I said yes. I'm gonna get rid of my man and the friend because they both betrayed me, and I don't tolerate it.
She's like, bring in the next.
Yeah, I'm like, that's it. I'm gonna start a new life. I'm moving. I don't know.
Bring in the next set.
Yeah. I agree and disagree with that. Like for me, it's just like people are a work in progress. I'm not who I'm gonna be in 10 years from now. So I'll be really sad and heartbroken 10 years from now, not today, because today I don't care. I don't got no bones in this body. But 10 years from now, I might be feeling like, damn, like I wish my friend would have held on a little longer. You would have saw me blossom into a butterfly. I wouldn't just be this little caterpillar that you mad. Like,
maybe they see you on social media one day. I don't know.
Okay, social
They'll catch
media,
up with you later.
Do not look to social media to figure a person out. Like, I want to tell to the younger generation, they are selling you a dream. Like, my social media don't got shit, nothing going on. And I want y'all to know because ain't shit going on.
But do you have people hit you up like, we should link up?
Nobody hits me up.
Well, I'm on the other side of that. Like, not even about myself, because my Instagram is like whatever. I post when I feel like it. But I feel like the people that I've met that look to me a certain way in Instagram are completely different in person. Like, for example, I met somebody recently who's like very wild, very out there. He looks like he's in the party life, blah, blah, blah. But when I met him, he was like very sweet, very calm. Like, yeah, it looks like this, but like I have these and these problems going on in my life, and I use that to like escape them.
Maybe
you know what I'm saying?
That side out of him though.
Yeah, I don't. You know
I'm
what I'm
not the same person with you, Anna, that I am with.
Of course, yeah.
When I meet, like, first of all, there's different versions of you. So when I meet Anita, when I meet Anna,
Anna's just asleep all the time.
Anna's the one that be asleep.
Yeah, when I meet Lenny, I'm like, I could be myself. Like, I love that. But then when I meet Lenny, I'm like, this shorty, stop talking over me. There's gonna be a good and a bad.
Even when I'm not talking over her, she accuses me of talking over her.
Because the voices in my head is telling me she's thinking over me.
You need to stop.
You thinking, but not
like,
out loud.
I'm not
thinking
out
out
loud. In my head. Get out my head.
But what I'm saying is, like, we all have a good and a bad side. It's not for you to look at every human being in the world and be empathetic. But try to exercise. The reason why exercise is the word is for you to understand that after a while, there will be a progress. You exercise empathy, you will become a very empathetic person. It doesn't make you weak if you cry in front of people.
How
Like,
no?
I'm never ashamed to cry. I don't. People think that I'm strong because that never see me cry. I'm like, you're a weirdo. Like, bro, I cry when I watch movies.
Oh, let's
Like,
not even talk about
I
that.
cry
I've
all
been
the
trying to
fucking
become-
time.
Yo, she recommended
Crying.
a movie. I was like, why you recommended that? I was crying.
I wanted to see.
But
there was
then
a
when
heart in there.
like everyday activity, like everyday life, I be mad cold and shit. She be like, yo, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
But that's because you are.
like you don't care.
No, it's because you're aware. You've been through life. You have a few years.
But
on
then
you.
it's a movie that hit me. I be like, oh, that hit so close.
And then I'm
to
like,
home.
oh, she got a heart.
And then she be like, you cried? I'm like, yeah, I got a heart in here somewhere.
I'm looking at her like she cried. Well, maybe.
I'm like, you lied.
Yo,
I
this
definitely
music
didn't believe
video. This music video where like
Make
this
you
guy.
cry?
A
Yeah.
music video.
Swear to God, every time it hits me,
Yo.
like
What kind of small?
he
Get
crashes.
this One Tree
He's
Hill
like
shit outta
calling
here.
for the phone. He calls this
I
girl,
can't.
and
She
she's
was
like,
white,
"Hello."
right? She was
No,
like, "That's
no, she was
me."
Spanish. She was like, "Hello," and this fucking battery died. I was like, "No!" He's trying to call her, but he's about to die. Like every
is
time
it?
it gets
The
me.
video is the Dominican guy calling his white girlfriend for the last
No,
time.
it's
I was
not
like,
you.
oh my god, that's so me.
I think we should talk about not right now, but at some point. What is it about the Hispanic culture that we all love? Is it our medium? Because I really feel like that's what we meet. Like
We
black,
all love.
black, white.
No, it's not.
You-
I'm joking.
She
I'm
sees
joking.
them
I'm
for
joking.
typically who they are.
I'm
We see it-
joking.
I know you're joking, but you know there's some.
But you know your people better than anybody else.
Yo,
is
a
gonna
Guyanese
know.
person gonna say, yo, she's a Yankee and I can't take her. And I don't have time for them because first of all, you're not even real Guyanese your damn self because I don't
So
think you
I'm
were
just
born
saying,
there. That
like
makes nothing.
you
That
know
means
your
nothing.
people, like even let's say North Carolina, you could be like, yo, I'm already used to them. I know them, and you're gonna feel like you could judge them harder
I
than
could-
anybody
yes.
else can judge them.
I
So you're
fucking
gonna
judge
judge
them
your
hard.
people harder than anybody else.
I
can
judge my people
them.
super hard.
I want to say that I do and I don't because I judge my people, which is everybody. My people is not necessarily Guyanese people or women.
But I'm
or
saying
people
it
that
for
are
like, you know.
it's literally people who I feel they think like me, and that might not be in every way possible. Like
You
when
think
I
you
meet
judge
a
people
person,
more if they think like you? You judge them harsher?
No, I judge people when they think different from me.
Okay, that makes
Which is,
more sense.
which is weird. No, it's really weird for me because I'm like, oh, that's why when I meet
No, it's
you,
not because you understand the people who think like you, and you're like, okay, why
I
would I
understand
judge them? Yeah.
and then I'm intrigued by
Oh.
like you guys think totally differently from me, but I don't. I actually don't. I thought I would judge you more. I thought I was looking. Yo, I was digging for mad shit on I'm gonna find something on Lenny.
She just be
But,
throwing
like-
shit out there. Hopefully it'll stick.
Nothing. And then it's just like, yo, she's just this nonchalant person. It doesn't mean that she's a bad person. I didn't classify her. I still haven't put you in a box. I still haven't put you in a box. I think I
in a
got
coma.
that at 30s, but in my 20s, boxed you, sent you, shipped you off. That's it. I don't let it go with you.
Now
I've seen
I
enough.
never want to put people in a box. Like I just keep like taking what you feed me, taking what you feed me.
Nah,
So,
I'm,
you know,
I'm guilty of judging
But then
on
I
sight
feel like you're looking
sometimes.
for patterns. You're guilty of judging.
I'm guilty of judging on sight, but I also am like, as soon as you show me the slightest bit of sign that I'm wrong, okay, I'll be like, okay, and then I'll change it up. Like I'm very like I can change it up really
Like
fast.
when they prove themselves, you're saying. Like you
Not
had
even
to, like you
they
had
don't
to
have
start
to prove
editing.
themselves. Not even have to prove themselves. I'm like, oh, like she's stuck up, and then I look at her and she has this dang face, and then she's like, hey, I'm like, oh shit, I was wrong. Hey.
No, maybe she's still stuck up, but you probably stuck up too, and you probably understand.
Maybe
you
we
both
were
stuck up.
late, whatever. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
everybody's guilty of snap judgments. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
especially with my
Can,
own
or can
people.
you see
quote
yourself
unquote.
in other people? Like even the faulty stuff.
Oh, yes.
Not only the good, but
Yeah.
even the faulty stuff. Like oh shit,
I
I'm
see
acting like that.
All my faulty ways, I usually identify with my dad because that's who raised me. So that's who I know the most. And all his empathetic ways that I didn't take up, I'm like, why did I take those things up? Why did I pick up all the bad shit? Am I a negative magnet? But anyway, make a long story short, that's the person that I probably look at and I'm like, yo, I need to change this, and this. Because I identify, and I don't like it in him, and I definitely don't like it in me. So when you hear me putting me down, I'm putting him down too, unfortunately. But what happens, that creates change for me. And it's not because I don't think I'm good enough, or I don't think I'm great enough, or I don't think I'm cool enough. It's literally, yo, I don't want to be like this dude.
Yeah.
And no offense
So you
to
put
him.
it out there.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't love, that's what I say, love is not enough. Like, I love my father, but do you like your father? Like, you know,
Who he is.
I don't unlike him. I'm just like in between. I'm al dente with it. Like, you like pasta that's not all the way cooked. Like, I don't know. Like, it tastes good going down.
It took
You
me-
add some
well,
sauce on it.
It took me a long time to forgive my father because, you know, he's always been a good father to me, but he wasn't necessarily like,
good
I
human?
love my dad to death. And I've forgiven him since it happened, but he did have an affair. With
What
my
that
mother.
got to do with you?
But
You know
no,
that-
I'm gonna tell you.
That's
I'm
what
gonna tell you.
people gonna say.
No, I'm gonna tell you. Because I felt like I didn't realize it till later.
Yeah, let
but
me tell you, you hit a certain age where then.
yeah, I didn't realize
it
it till
affects
later.
you.
But like literally after he left, like I felt like I was craving attention from men.
Because that's what you were saying.
Yeah, and I started having sex with men.
Dog,
Like that's
that's
what
what
I
you
lost my
said.
virginity
Daddy
after he
broke my
left.
heart first.
Daddy breaks your heart first.
And I related
like-
to that. I
But
related
even
to that when you
but
said
not
it.
The couple.
Even if he's not even there, he broke your heart. He showed you that men skedaddles. They leave. They
It
out
wasn't
with
even. It wasn't even like what he did, right? Because I'm not gonna sit here and say because you guys are my parents, you had to be together, right? I get it. Like people break up even after they have kids, whatever. It was the way he went about it.
That's what I'm saying,
It was
that's why the
like
How old
it was,
were you?
conversations
it was
are
a
needed.
sneakiness.
How old were
I was
you?
a freshman in high school.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
right. It's very impressionable on
What
somebody.
I told to my friends and they don't understand is your kids are a lot smarter. They pay attention to you because you're the only human being that matter. You're studying everybody in the world and them, and you're filtering everything. What you don't understand is your kids are only looking at you. So when you are not having a good day, you probably notice when your dad wasn't having a good day or your mom. Maybe.
Oh hell! That's the number one thing I remember from my childhood. Coming home, my mom was on the couch watching TV. My dad was on the computer doing shit. They were ignoring each other every fucking day.
And you didn't want that as an adult. So that's why I say all of this shit. That's why when I date someone, I want to know all about your upbringing because it's gonna tell me a whole
It's gonna tell you a lot. But
because I really feel like it starts at home, like, and not for nothing. Like a lot of people don't have that luxury of having a conversation with their parent. And now the younger generation, the way they're parenting, some are doing the same shit their parents are doing or did to them, and then some are doing a whole nother route where they're just like submerging themselves in only you. I want to make sure you feel like you matter, that opinion matters. You
Yeah.
want to sing. Yo, my dad told me I shouldn't be an actress when I want. That's what I wanted to do when I wanted to grow up, right?
yeah.
If he would have pushed
We have
me,
so much in common.
bro, I would have been the number one actress. I feel it.
But like you
that's I can't
said,
blame him.
I
After
used
a
to
certain
sing in my
age-
room. I used to sing in my
Oh,
room
that's
all
when I
the
couldn't
time.
sing.
I loved it. He used to come in and be like, "Why are you singing? Stop singing. Stop doing that." And like, even though I was in choir for like 7 years, I could never bring myself to like do a solo or anything that called attention to me because I always felt like no one was gonna like it. People were gonna tell me to shut up,
Yeah,
like whatever.
somebody's gonna
But
come
maybe
in and
he's
tell
gonna
you
Someone's gonna
to
make
be
fun of
quiet.
you.
He's preparing you probably for the harsh world, but the way his
I
message
guess.
came across.
I was little though.
But like you said,
But
but
then
the generation now is better yet going, go ahead, girl, sing your heart out. Don't worry about what anybody says. You
because
can do
nobody cheered them on. But hold on, did that because he knows that in the long end, the hurt will be a lot more.
I mean, he just wanted me
traumatizing.
to shut up because
Either
I
way,
was
you would have
loud.
been hurt. Either way,
I
no matter
guess.
what he
it.
would.
No, because you could have been a shining star. You don't
Because if you
know.
would have told, she would have been a shining.
I'm like, you don't know
Well, I never heard
what
her
the
sing.
outcome was
I never
going
heard
to
her
be.
sing. I heard me sing, and I know my parents told me I couldn't sing, and I knew I couldn't sing, but I still wanted to sing.
I was in the advanced choir. Like I know how to read music and
So maybe he should have told you there are other avenues, but maybe he didn't know how to parent because you gotta look at his parents and his parents' parents and his parents' parents. And for me, my parents'
I gotta
parents,
go on
slave
An-
masters.
I gotta go
So
on
now I gotta look at all of
Ancestry.com
that.
to date
Yeah.
somebody.
You might.
No,
Your
but like you
company
were
might.
saying, okay, so when you are asking people, like you said, you're gonna like you were to meet someone, whatever, and then you're gonna want to know like their family history a little bit,
Even
what
my
kind of
friends.
you're like coming from or whatever, what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a chance that they might not want to become like they could tell you some fucked up story about their family and their family's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean they're fucked up, cause that could either produce someone like yourself that you're saying, I don't want to be nothing like them. So I'm going to do the
Opposite.
total opposite.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be this like great individual, right? Like I'm going to try my very best and I'm going to communicate and I'm going to be open because that's all the things they didn't do. Or you're going to meet that individual who is going to be just as fucked up as they are. So
That's
we
what-
kind of
yeah.
got to be like
Even the small things, like my mother, like I
better
love her.
at judging.
I love her to
guess.
death. She's very unorganized.
Did
It
she-
drives me crazy. Because of that, to this day, I'm like the most organized person. So if someone,
Oh,
if I were to bring
yeah,
a guy
like,
home,
you don't like
if I
it,
were
then
to
you're
bring a
like-
guy home to my mother's house, he would see like disorganization and be
Yeah.
like, damn, is this what I have to deal with in the future? Like they're imagining my mom as like my future self. but it's complete opposite.
And that's what I'm saying. That might stop somebody. Be like,
Yeah, I
I'm
was
not
gonna
gonna
say
take
that's not
you.
necessarily what I meant. Like, I'm not gonna necessarily, like, you're not supposed to expect anything. Expectations leads to disappointments. Stop expecting anything. That's why I say submerge yourself within yourself. Because at the end of the day, once you know, not to quote Cardi B or Denzel Washington, knock me down 9 times, I'm gonna get up 10. So you need to worry about no matter what comes your way, whatever storm, you're gonna weather it. Like you got you like nobody else got you. Once you got you, people really be trying to prove themselves to you. I'm telling you.
Yo, that's so true.
People that really try to prove themselves to you, I'll be like, yo, you know what I am? Like I'm a piece of shit human that just be talking that shit. But they really be trying to be my friend, and I'm like, that's cool.
But I just feel like some people know that society has kind of been programmed to think that way already. That it's like
they ahead of the game.
that. No, I'm saying society has already been programmed to think like if Anna takes a dude home, like she said, to her mother's, and they see a messy house, because let's say they haven't been to Anna's apartment yet,
I mean, that's kind of weird.
and she takes them.
I get what you're saying.
I don't know, but he
go
just
ahead.
meets the parents first. We do it old school,
Old school guy.
or you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Whatever, old school. He meets the parent, but he goes to your mama's house first. You're like, oh mom, this is the guy I'm dating, and he sees that mess. He's gonna automatically assume Anna's
a
just
mess.
like her mother.
You're a mess
and
just
she's
like
a
your
mess.
mother.
And Anna's gonna be like, nah, let me show you my house. Let me show you. That's why she takes the men. But that's why you take the men to your place first. We're like, nah, I'm gonna show you how I live,
But he
and
could
then I'm
also-
gonna show you how she lived.
But he could
I'ma
also
say
think
that-
that maybe I'm like cleaning up just for him and that I'm a
Or
messy person at heart.
I'm a
Or
messy
she's
girl. My
never
mom-
going to take the dude to her mother's house because she may become ashamed of that. And I'm saying more like what you're saying, which is like, don't be afraid to actually show people, communicate, all that bullshit, because you're not really gonna ever really know unless you find out like for yourself.
But people don't want to know before. Some people just really have like sexual deviance, and we're gonna talk about that another time. Because they want to do it because like, yo, I'm not about to like show him who I am because he might not do what I want him to do after this. Like, not for nothing, the worst thing, the nastiest thing I ever heard a guy say is that because I live in the projects, yo, I didn't even have to
But
do
that's
all
what
that
I'm
for her.
saying,
'Cause she
like-
live in the hood, I could have did. No,
Like,
you
there's a-
still gotta wine and dine.
All right, there's
that's just not
this
cool.
is a building.
That's not
There's
cool.
a song that I always like pops into my head when people say stuff like that, like, yo, shorty from the projects, like whatever, or she from you live here, all right, cool, like the attitude changes, right? So the lyric song when it's like, if her daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If her daddy's poor, you could do what you feel. I'm like, what? If I'm like, yo, wait. If her daddy's poor, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You could treat her however you want. But if her daddy's rich, you gotta treat her, wine and dine her,
That's
and treat
setting
her
that
good.
standard.
So
Hold up, that's why a
this
lot
is
of
why
girls.
I say
fucked up, though.
society was programmed that
That's-
way a long time ago.
And that's why
this
girls
ain't a
false
now
claim.
problem. This is a long time ago
Yeah.
problem.
But that's why girls false claim. That's why a lot of girls tell guys.
Oh, you gotta fake
I'm
it till you
used-
make it.
Right. They
You
be
gotta
like,
fake it till you
I'm
make
used
it.
to a guy taking me, never been nowhere. Bitch, be lying.
Yeah.
Bitch,
I never thought about that. I always tell them the truth. I gotta stop telling them the truth.
You're like, took you where? You been where?
But you know,
But you gotta fake it till you make it.
or-
But guys
or-
do it too.
Or they make the story more than what it is. And maybe a guy took him out to dinner and be like, yo, he took me to this amazing restaurant. What's the name of it? That's not the point. The point, they'll deflect because here's the point you need to get. I need to be treated this way because I feel this way about myself. But a lot of women really, they take a lot of bullshit until their friends or their family tell them, girl, that's what you're proud of? Girl, hi
No,
bad.
I've already had people judge me because I live in the Bronx now. Like,
I
I
offense
told
to
you,
the
you
Bronx.
gotta come with the territory and you gotta get ready
But
to...
if I lived in the Bronx,
Speak
I
up.
would wear that BX on my chest, mad her.
I was
would
like,
get a BX sweater.
You still live with your mom, so
But don't you know you have the power to shape people's minds?
I shut them down every time.
You
I'm
don't gotta
like,
shut them down.
I'm gonna shut them down.
No, you could be you.
Don't judge
That's what I'm
me.
saying.
No,
Just
hold
be
on.
you. That
Be
could
the
just be
great
you.
you that you are, and then now guys or people or
Start
women-
respecting women that live in the Bronx.
No, not every girl in the Bronx. And I've heard that from guys like, yo, you a rose in a concrete. Whatever that means, my nigga. Thank you.
That's a
Because
compliment.
as long as you know that in a jungle there will be beautiful things and there will be ugly
I'm
things.
trying to look for my rose.
We
If he's out there,
coexist.
holla at me.
I can't. Well, she's trying to use this podcast as a dating site.
No, but it's like, but it's true because it's like, oh, like I'm from this part of town. Like you're not even really from New York, so
At all.
you can make up some wild story as to
Yeah.
where you come
You
from
can.
and be like, you know, but. I
Is
don't
that
even
part of is that
feel-
part of me deleting my whole history?
Not even your
No,
own, but like I'm
because-
talking about your even like your.
I know, I'm joking,
If you
though.
feel like someone's gonna judge you on your upbringing and this and that, you can fake it till you make it. Even
I'm
what's-
not doing that.
No, I'm not doing that.
anymore.
I'm
I
saying
used to do
I'm
it.
not like that
I
at
used
all.
to
I've
do
never
it.
been like that.
I do.
And
I used to never
probably
start
exactly
back
a
with
lot
the
of people be saying like, oh, but you gotta do it, you know, just to entice them or just to get them,
I
rope,
feel weird
rope them
doing
in. And
that.
I'm like, nah, I don't want somebody that
All
bad.
right, you guys never did that, and I did that. And I think because I did that, that's why I be shoe at 10 when I need to be shoe at 2. And that's why sometimes I'm like, yo, why am I so freaking proud? Like you be like, I'm from Brooklyn, yeah, what up? Like, yo, it's not even never that serious. Like, but I take it there because all the times I'm trying to make up to myself that I was like, nah, I'm from Brooklyn. Because I used to live in Harlem at one point. Like,
Yeah.
I'm from Brooklyn. Ugh. Like,
Yeah.
but now I'm like, yo, it don't really matter what part. We all from planet Earth. Y'all niggas is on the same planet. Calm that shit
Or
down.
that people
so
that-
you living on the moon?
Or that people
Holla at
that, or
me.
people that's like that used to be from Bushwick. Now they want to be like, oh, I'm from Williamsburg.
Oh,
Because
my
Bushwick
God.
got a bad rap, so you don't really want to say where you really from.
They be like, Brownsville is bad, but you from Ocean Hill and Brownsville, Bushwick.
You want to
East
pick the
New York.
street. You want to
It's
pick
all-
that one good street in your
Yeah, like,
neighborhood.
but let me tell you what that means. Like, you not proud. Sometimes
Nah, you
there
just
is
gotta be proud
nothing
of who you
emerged
are.
from where you're from. That is great. You could be that thing that emerged from where you're from. That is great. Stop looking for a celebrity to
Like
do
you
it.
said, show
You
them that
do
there's
it.
greatness
Exactly.
right where you was
I
from.
actually sometimes wish that I could do the opposite, like do the pretending, because I feel like because I've always been so straight up with people, I do miss out on sometimes like getting that treatment that I see other girls get. That like I know for a fact they probably never got that treatment, but they just like I said,
They're putting up a facade. You're
they-
putting up a
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
facade
I
just
don't
to get
like
where you
doing
want.
that.
They
So
finesse
I
it.
get sometimes
But I don't
like
feel comfortable doing that.
I know myself, right? I know I can't be fake like that, but sometimes I'm like, is that what I have to fucking do to get treated nice? Like that's just so frustrating for
Or
me.
even
sometimes.
dudes, because
Well,
I had
hold
a
on.
dude do it. Like, when he's like, oh, look at what type of shorties I be pulling. I be pulling mad models.
I don't care about that shit. I'm
No,
like,
but I'm
go
just
somewhere
saying,
else on that
they
shit.
use it as a way to try to like, they think that's supposed to be like, that's supposed to get you to talk to them.
I'm like, okay.
Because it's like, oh, damn, he be getting all these pretty chicks. That means I should talk to him.
Not
I'm good.
necessarily. I think
pass on
that what's gonna happen is you're gonna date people. You're gonna go out there in the world, and like I said, it all goes right back to you being all into you.
No, you
because
do.
you
100%.
literally you have a tolerance that's built literally for you. It's not even built for another person. So now you are frustrated with yourself. You think you're frustrated with the man or the men that you're seeing that aren't seeing you for how you want to see yourself. You accumulate a level of patience for men that
Yo,
you,
but you know what it took though? It took me dating one person that treated me the way I was supposed to be treated, and then I was like,
But
okay,
now you're gonna
why
always-
the
that's
fuck
an
didn't
exception.
I? No, and I realized it. I realized it afterwards. I was like, fuck, I've been basing like how I should be treated on the
That one
people,
person.
how they treat me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck. And I was like, thank God, I didn't work out with this person, but thank God he showed me how I should be treated.
Yeah.
Or
Give you a
even like
taste
give
of
me
it.
an idea, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Give me a
that
taste
is
of it.
everything.
And I was like, okay, that's
'Cause-
it.
'cause
From now on, I
sometimes-
know like
'cause
what I deserve.
sometimes because you've never experienced it, you're not even used to it.
I've
So you have
experienced
to
it.
like gotta get used to it.
I've experienced it, but it wasn't here in New York. Like I felt like my dating life here has
Yeah,
been
yeah.
so fucking different than what I was used to.
you gotta learn New York men. Not for nothing, New York
no,
men.
I.
New York men are like a little mystery. I'm gonna put you on the game real quick.
You don't have to put me on the nothing shoe. I know now.
All right, fine. If you know everything, you can never learn.
I didn't say
nothing. Remember
everything.
that. But
No,
you,
no, no,
but
I
I'm
didn't
trying
say
to tell
everything.
you. all right, even if I'm not gonna tell you, but I'm saying if another person is trying to tell you something, even if you already know, sometimes it's good to just listen, because what happens is they telling to you in a different way. There might be one thing in it that you needed to hear,
But
just listen sometimes. But I'm not.
I
gonna
agree
tell
with you.
You know.
I agree with you.
I'm not saying
I'm not
anything.
saying I know everything. I'm saying that the things I was talking about were like more in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that I've gotten a taste of a lot of different people, and I've kind of learned like who to see certain signs from and things like that. I don't know everything, so I would still like to know what you were gonna say.
You gotta hit me up later.
No, tell me now. Everybody
Yeah,
on the
later.
podcast wants to know.
They don't want to know now.
Yes, they
These
do.
are New York secrets. She'll
All
keep it
right.
up to herself. Now,
Nah.
New York dating scene is like different, but that goes for every big city. I feel.
That's
because
what I'm
New
saying.
York City, you just have,
You have
way too many options,
So much access.
and people don't want to put in the hard work.
And it's turned me into something different, I've noticed. Like, it's turned me into, like, someone who just doesn't care as much anymore. I'm like, all right, you're not into me?
You
All
always had
right.
it in you. You just didn't know it. They pulled it out of you. Don't say it
Yeah.
turned you. It pulled it out of you.
It's, no, it's
It
a
brings
process.
it out
It was
in
a
you.
process that developed
It
because
brings it out. It brings it out.
all the shit that
Now
people
you
were
think you're
doing
gonna
to
live
me.
a country life? You're gonna be able to you literally gonna be like, oh no, I know the bullshit from afar.
Every time that I meet someone we were talking about this on the way here. Every time I meet someone that's not from like the city or whatever, they like have this whole other aura about them, or the way that they think, or the mindset or whatever. And I'm like, oh, and it brings me in. I'm attracted to it because
Okay.
it's more of what I
Maybe because
was
it's
used to.
different.
Yeah,
Think about
it's
what
different, and it's what I'm used to
But
from
think
before.
deeper about what you're interested in right now. You're interested in the mysteriousness. As a woman,
No, I don't want that.
you are, because
I want the straight
you
up.
don't know everything. Now that you know what you know about New York men,
Right.
most of them, not all of them, because there's some great New York men out there.
Of
Shout
course,
out to
I've
y'all.
met them.
But what I'm saying is, now that you know the dynamic of them, you
Mm-hmm.
know the make, the model. Now you're like, now you meet these guys from out of state, whatever.
No, I'm not saying that. I love New York men. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying, but there is a certain attraction because someone from out of state that has like
The
maybe
state of
more.
mind is different.
It's different
Because
and
of the
maybe
state you're in?
maybe I'm more drawn
'Cause you're
to
in a
it.
city.
So guys from Canada don't act like you guys from New York.
No,
Any big city.
You said no.
no.
You say no.
I'm comparing
I'm
any
asking
big
yes or no.
any big city. If you're in a big city,
I'm just asking yes or no.
no, because it's not a yes or no. If you're in a big city, you're asking me what I'm trying to say.
No. I'm not
When
asking
you're
you
in
to,
the-
no, I want you to
I'm-
explain, but I want you to say for Canada. I'm using Canada, which is also big. You did
If you're
not.
in the city, like if you're in the city, if you're in a populated area like New York, California, whatever, if you're in a
Chicago,
populated,
Atlanta.
populated area, there's so many options. So people just they're looking for the next best thing. This didn't work out, they're ready to move on. When you're like isolated a little more, I don't feel like people want to roll so fast. They tend to want to work at the relationship.
I agree with you 100%.
A little more.
Are you like
That's
that?
all I'm saying.
Are you like that?
I lived in New York City my whole life.
But are you like that? You want to roll so fast, or you want to you take the time to get to know a person?
I want to get to know them, but like she said, they bring it out of you because if a dude tells me,
That's just
oh
you.
nah, whatever, I'm be like,
I'm not looking
all right,
for
there's another
anything.
fish in the sea because I know that in New York City, you can bump into anybody at any given moment. There's dick around every motherfucking corner.
Yep.
Every man is offering me dick, so there's no shortage of dick in New York City. That's all I'm saying.
First of all, don't come for the dicks, because they be having.
There ain't no shortage of
She's
dick
coming
in New
for
York
dicks.
City, alright?
They got
I can
dicks
go
with
around the
standards out
corner.
there. Don't
I
come
can
for
go
them.
around the corner right now,
Don't come
and
for
niggas
them.
want to give it up.
No, they got dicks with standards out there. They will not touch you. Now I'm just saying. But hold up, what I'm trying to say is, it's not
And you're
that-
absolutely right. But out of 10 dudes, out of the 6 that don't want to touch, there's still 4 that do want to touch. So there's no shortage of dick. That's what I'm saying.
So a shortage of dick makes you be more into a person, makes you want to.
No, it makes you want to say, like, if a dude's like,
You're not
yo,
working
you
as
appreciate
hard
them
because
more?
you know
yeah,
you
you're
get
not.
whatever.
If they're like, yo, I don't, whatever. I wanna
disagree.
talk to you.
I would
I'll
think-
be like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna go. Another man's gonna come along.
Yeah.
I would think after dating, like she said, so many men, and realizing so many of them are full of shit, that even if you came around one in your city, it's literally, New York is just it's really gumbo. Everybody is from different places. Nobody.
I agree with
It's Spanish, black, white,
Hold on.
Ethiopian,
Let me
everything.
Hold on. Let me straighten something out. When I was talking earlier, I didn't mean that they were all full of shit.
You cut me off, but I'm gonna let you go. I'm letting you know, but go ahead. I
just
like
wanna,
it though.
Listen, I want to say it before I forget because I have a horrible memory. But I'm saying earlier when I was talking, I didn't mean that all of them were full of shit. They all had their own like pros and cons, right? I just kind of learned how to move with them, like instead of like trying to just look for what I had before and maybe the South or something like that. Like I was adapting. It was like an adaptive process. That's all I want to say.
Okay, you adapted. That's great.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with adapting. I think that's what you need to be. Have an adaptive mindset, and that's going to help you maneuver through life. Not necessarily quickly, but swiftly. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's been a slow process.
It kind of sounds the same, but it's not the same. But now I was trying to say, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not going to date a guy from the country and think that necessarily he wants to settle down or this is going to work out better because he's from the country.
Everybody's different.
Nah, it's literally sometimes when you look at a person, you got to see them for who they are.
No, we're not saying we're assuming. We're saying that once you get to know people, and when they express themselves to you,
Everybody in the
most
city
of the
is
time
not
in
the
New
same.
York, it's like, nah, I'm just looking whatever. I'm just looking to hook up. You're gonna hear that way.
It's more common.
That's what
Not every person.
That's what you hear a lot of. You're gonna bump into if you line up 10 men from New York City, they're like, nah, I'm just looking to hook up, blah blah blah.
I'm just
I
going
just want
with
to
the
go
flow
with the
right
flow,
now.
which is
I hate
everybody.
this.
Yes,
Come
go
on.
with the flow. That's everybody's fucking favorite line. Oh, now I'm not ready to settle down. And then
I feel like I'm
just
move
saying,
on. Like
because
I
I
think
haven't
that-
really lived outside of New York City for a long time, but it's a more slow pace.
we're just
and
talking
it's
about the
a-
more common things we run
Yeah,
into. Not
they're
saying
willing
everybody's
to-
like that.
You can't have slow and steady in New York. That's what you're trying to tell me. You don't think you can have slow and
No,
steady?
we're not
in New York?
eliminating it. We're saying that it's more common to run into
It's
stuff
hard to
she's talking
find.
about. Yeah.
Let me tell you something about gold. You got to dig to get it. You can't just expect it to emerge.
Some of these bitches
Here, I'm a
tired of
pussy
digging and
girl.
they end
Take
up
me.
with pyrite.
It doesn't happen that way, honey. What happens is you got to freaking
She's like, sometimes
dig.
you dig and it ain't gold. That shit is shiny, but it ain't gold.
That's your fault. Everything that's shiny and glitters.
I'm gonna
ain't
keep
good.
digging. I'm saying some people out there.
I'm
They
sure
be
Just
you
settling.
because
follow
you look
that.
good don't mean you're a good look.
Oh, for
Stop
sure.
looking at people
For
that
sure.
look good and think they're a good look for you. When you realize what you really need, because when you get older, what you want is what you need, not what you want. When you're younger, I want what I want because I need that now, I need that instant gratification. When you older or when you really feel like time is against you, you kind of like, you picking out, you doing
I
this.
just care less because I'm not gonna settle for less. Like there's things you might want, blah blah blah. So I'm not gonna settle for less. Like you said, you're gonna keep going through the numbers.
course,
It's
yeah.
a number game, right? Especially exactly New York City. It's a number game. The population, there's so much people. You're gonna have to go through 100 before you
A
find
higher
that
percentage.
one. You know what I'm saying? Where in another state there's less numbers. It's a number game. They I don't know.
It's
That's
like
how
a
they-
ratio.
Yeah, they describe it all the time. It's like it's a number game. You
I'm
just
not gonna
gotta
say
keep
that
going through the numbers until you find the winning motherfucking number.
I'm not gonna say that
I
I
could be
don't-
83, and a guy proposes to me. No, I actually know an older couple that happened.
I was like,
They got
that's a
married
specific
at 83,
age.
Wait, hold
and I
on.
thought it was the cutest motherfucking thing ever. I loved it. I went to work and repeated that story to everybody. I
You
was like,
sound
oh
like
my
a,
God,
you
this
sound like a
little-
Staten Island girl.
I was
It's
like, yo, this couple fell in love, and 10 years later they got married. They actually met at 73, and at 83 got married. I was like,
is it ever too late?
and I was just clearly, I'm already saying, oh, that might be me. So I love it. I love that story. If it takes that long, it takes that long.
So you're patient and you're ready.
I'm ready. Yes, and I'm very patient.
You just ready. You impatient and ready. That's
I
what
was
you
so
are.
mad at you. I'm like, what you talking about? I'm ready. Yes.
You fake ready.
All
right.
I'm very patient.
I see that we couldn't even get to like our other subjects, but that's because we're having great conversation.
Yes.
So I appreciate everything.
I hope that's what the listeners are gonna think.
It don't really matter. what you think about your podcast is what you taught me is what that
Oh, I
matters.
taught you something?
You taught me
I be
something.
thinking
Oh
you're
my
not
God.
listening.
I've been listening. It's all about what I feel about it. I'm not here to put out a project for everybody. I'm here to put out a project for people who either want to know about me, not necessarily me, Shu, but people that think like me, or people who are attracted to it. Because just because you're attracted to it doesn't mean that that's what you are. You could not be nothing like any of three of us, but you can literally be attracted to that kind of conversation,
Or
their
relate.
style or swag or whatever it is. So we're not putting out stuff for everybody. I think that we need to say that because we be getting
She's
some
like, it needs to
feedback.
be said already.
Some feedback is like,
PSA from Thinking Out Loud podcast.
you know, some of the feedback is really good from a great place, and I love it. And I love.
I want more feedback, actually.
I
Can
want
you
more
guys
feedback.
please?
You can comment bad stuff.
Comment,
It's okay. I'm not
please.
gonna
Comment.
penalize you.
Yes.
But here's the thing. It's still in the end, if it's not for you and you hate it, that's
good.
okay.
That's okay too. We
Tell
want
your
your
people-
honest opinions.
Tell people, yo, I hate this podcast. You should watch it. They
Yo,
fucking,
go watch
they're
this. That shit's
annoying.
bad whack.
Yo, they mad all they watch. Watch this shit. As long as you put the plug in,
Yo, that bitch
good.
didn't even put
Like,
on her lipstick today.
Just
you
give us
know,
the views. If you
Shorty
hate it,
had the
that's
red
okay.
eye. I'm okay with that.
Like, yeah.
So I'm gonna let us all say goodbye individually. You want to say anything to people that are watching? If you want to give a shout out to someone, if you just want to give love, whatever you
Do
want
we
to do.
got shout outs this time?
I don't know.
No.
I always shout out every.
I mean, our main shout out is always here
cut
on the
me out.
window. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all
Like
good.
right here.
It's all good. It's all good.
Like,
Yeah, I want to thank the ladies for always showing up. That's nice.
Thank
yeah.
you.
we try.
I mean, I want to thank everyone with a beating heart, because even if you don't see this or you do see this, yo, everybody matters. That's it.
Everybody matters.
Not to Shu, but you matter.
You matter to somebody out
Somebody
there.
out there.
You out there, you matter. You doing your thing.
I'm going to say everybody matters to me too.
Aw. Yo, the minute I don't matter to you, I'm gonna
Everybody
play this,
matters.
and I'm gonna record this and send it to you. Like, yo.
When you feel like nobody matters, that you don't matter to anybody,
Nah.
you call me up.
We're gonna make you the GIF first. You'll be
I'm
first
really
GIF.
gonna use you for that.
We'll be
But
like,
yeah,
everybody matters.
everybody does matter.
DM us. I'll respond.
Yes, yes.
Lenny will definitely respond. I'm social media not so savvy. All right, guys. So we're out. Thinking Out Loud
Bye.
podcast. Nice seeing you guys tonight.